Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Black Lodge Games live stream.
What is up, gentlemen?
We are missing one component, so we won't be wearing headphones tonight. So we're going to do our best to mute the microphones
And not
when
have
we are
reverb or
echoes or anything. We'll try to mute the microphones when we're watching something. Let me bring open our chat as well. There we go. Of course, I messed that up too. Just do that. There we go. There's our chat.
Who do we got?
Who do we got here?
Oh, wait a minute. Before we
Oh, yeah. Before we go
Say-
too far.
who we got this week, as every week, this is an auspicious occasion.
Right.
As a very poor attempt to take us down,
Right.
silence us. Not true. Not going to happen. But in commemoration, we got this
We're being
gigantic.
censored! No.
Yeah. This gigantic figure, which you may not be able to see all that well,
in
in
the
the
lighting.
light. But
It's
maybe
a
if I turn it around,
giant-
there's a picture of it.
Yeah,
The
it's-
Honorable Knight,
It is a giant mini that you can use at your table. We're going to
a
be...
lore-accurate scale, colossal,
Right.
gargantua colossal-sized mini you can
Right.
put in your battle mat for some reason.
Right.
If you want to do
it
that.
can take up 90% of your battle mat, and you can use it to fight with your minis.
Yeah.
As always, if we get the super chat goal, we do the giveaway. For those of you who
Yes.
won the last couple of times, those are in the mail. They have been
They are
sent
en route right
to
now.
you. Yeah, it should be there early next week, mid next week. This one will go out to one lucky winner. And again,
That's right.
we only do this for people in the U.S. because we don't want to ship internationally. And this
right.
one, by the way, is going to be really expensive to ship. By the way. So
You're
you
getting
can,
it for a bargain.
yeah, you're getting it for a bargain.
As you always do.
As you always do.
Always do.
Yeah. But if you're in the U.S. and you do $5 super chat or more, then at the end, we put you in a raffle, and it's not rigged, though everyone
Many will
claims
say
it is.
this.
Many will say it is.
Even the people who win say it.
Right. But we'll
But
put
it's
you in
not.
for that. But yeah, we no music tonight because we're going to be watching a video and commenting as we
Yes.
go. Somebody made a
There is Biden, though.
there, yes, but it also may come through the computer speakers because that's the only way we're
We'll
going to
find
be able
out
to
together.
hear
Yeah.
it. We're missing. I took a quarter 20 adapter off of our headphones.
Love the new haircut. You went from Steve Buscemi to closer to lesbian on no time flat.
Thank you, Matthew Pickard. I love the new haircut. You went from Steve Buscemi to closeted
know.
lesbian aunt in no time flat. All right, so
I
think
had to
we can,
lean into the gimmick.
That's true. I think we can move that out of the way because
Yeah.
otherwise it's
I
going to be
do want people to
obscuring
see
you.
what they're getting
Right.
if they do tune in, but this does take a lot of space.
It's a lot
so
of space.
we'll
That's
just
that's
move it
probably
away.
fine. Anyway, yeah. So this guy named Paladin Pros. I've watched one of his videos previously when all the Daggerheart stuff was going
I have
on.
not. Or maybe I have.
Well,
I don't
and the
remember.
reason I know that is because when I went to his channel, that was one that had the progress bar all the way. But he watched some of our videos and found some deeply concerning messages.
Yeah.
And made a video about us and our insecurity, our insecure masculinity.
And by proxy, that of the entire gaming community.
Right.
Is
Anybody-
indeed the implication.
Right. So we're gonna switch this over. Let's say hi to some people first, then
Yeah,
we'll
who do we
switch it
got?
over, get it through. Let's see here. We got John Mecca. I
What's
don't know if
up,
we've seen you
dude?
before. Few things worse than a one shot that fails to hit the mark requires a second or third session to see its completion. I don't know. Maybe you can turn it into a campaign.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that's a bad thing.
Grognard's here.
Hell yeah.
Young Steve, come on, man, leave some women for the rest of us.
No.
No, that will not be happening. Let's see here. Rad Channel. Don't know if we've seen you either. A lot of new people. The dude in this thumbnail pisses me off for almost no reason. Physiognomy is real.
Which is a reason.
Yeah.
Some might say it's the most important reason.
Turning one shots into three shots. Malachi's here. Good to see you. Our excellent mod. And as a note, this guy does put a note in his video not to come and trash our channel. You don't need to go trash his channel. That's what
Of
this
course.
stream is for.
Yes. It's also loser energy.
Yeah, completely. Let me see here. Andreas Mueller's here. Valiant Saint, Blind Marksman. Good to see everybody. Bum, 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 bum. Some good comments in here that I'm not
Yes.
going to read. One of my testicles tried to commit suicide when I was a teenager, and I'm
Jesus.
pretty sure he'd do it again if I compared this guy to him. Of course, I can't scroll anymore. There we go. Figured you had to charge your mouse now. All right, cool. So let's get it started.
Yeah, why bury
wait?
the lead?
Why bury the lead?
And as we've seen from the comments, we know that some of you, at least some of you
Some
guys,
of you have seen
already
this already
watched this.
Yeah. So we're going to mute the microphones for a moment.
Yes, we'll pull this up.
Yeah.
My queen to shut up, bitch. Never change.
Well, you know, we did listen to a woman for a long time.
A long time.
Yeah. We watched
yeah.
her whole video. I don't know.
Maybe 2 minutes.
That seemed pretty normal to me. I don't know.
So the other day, I came across a video on my YouTube homepage titled God of War, a game for chicks and midwits. As you can see here, the thumbnail for this video features Kratos from the modern God of War reboot hugging his son Atreus with big bold text that says, "My gay son." Now, I am a guy, you know what I mean? I'm a man. I'm a dude. Some have even called me bro from time to time. And
No, they haven't.
I doubt that.
very much doubt that.
And that
No-
thumbnail is our best work.
It is our best thumbnail that we've ever made. And the thing is, it worked because there's nothing about gayness or homosexuality in the video at all.
Right.
That was not the point of the video. It's just when we put that picture up.
Kratos does,
Yeah.
in fact, not have a gay son. Actually,
Yeah. check the wiki. Let me see here. This is gonna be tough with only one
you want
screen.
to get the mouse?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
I'm in a YouTube response video. My mom is so proud. That's right, Matthew Pickard. I think you got at least another one in there as well. While Nick gets the mouse, that thumbnail, like we said, there was nothing about social justice or LGBT or anything in that video. The reason that we put that on there was simply because it's the kind of title that you see in these kind of pseudo-intellectual midwit videos that we kind of lampoon in there, in that one. And it's the funniest thing that we've ever written. And literally everyone, you can plug it in right there. Thank you. Literally everyone who has watched or seen that thumbnail gets it immediately. It only plugs in one way. There we go. All right, I got a mouse now. The fella in this video is an awful representative of the bald white guy with beard community. Hate to see it. And of course our... yeah, why not? Anyway, we'll get back to this. Let me see how I can...
What did I miss?
Nothing. I was just explaining the thumbnail. Which, explaining jokes, as we know, makes them funnier.
It does.
Yeah.
I gotta say, no matter how hard you try, if Google knows that you identify as a man, then this type of hyper-masculine brain rot is definitely going to come across your feed, whether you like it or not. And this also means that I am no stranger to manosphere content. And clearly, I am into the classically manly hobbies of video games and tabletop role-playing games. So I did
Very telling that he's putting the Tates, Joe Rogan,
Right.
and Jordan Peterson
Right.
in the same, quote, manosphere
Right.
box.
Yeah, and the classically masculine hobbies of tabletop role-playing games
And video games.
and video games. Not exactly...
Not quite right.
Not quite on the mark there.
what any sane person would do. I clicked on the video. And that's when I realized that this video was published on a channel that I was already aware of called Black Lodge Games. These guys have been on my radar for a little while now. I first discovered their channel during the whole "is YouTube killing D&D channels" drama that happened a little while back. I remember thinking that this guy right here made a pretty solid argument in his video, though he was perhaps a bit intense in his delivery. So yeah, I like to...
It's how
It's not
you
what you
said
said.
it.
It's how you said it.
Right.
Exactly.
A very
support other creators
masculine thing to do.
Right.
Male-coded deeply.
in the RPG community, so I subscribed to the channel and I moved on without thinking much about it. But then I saw this God of War video, and I began to realize a very concerning trend. Now, it seems to me that Black Lodge Games is run by two different individuals, and as far as I can tell, they don't share their names online, so for the duration of this video essay, I'm going to have to just refer to them as either Black Lodge Games or these guys or this guy, so please bear with me on that. Anyway, in their video, these guys make a very shallow
Come on, Biden.
This is the type of guy women need to hide their drinks from.
Yeah, man.
argument that because the God of War reboot explores certain themes like emotional vulnerability, parenting, the cycle of trauma, and seemingly most important to these guys, what it really means to be a man. That this game sucks, and that it was made for the express purpose of punishing men for being men. They really lean into the idea.
That is the point of that plot.
No lies detected.
And here is the thing too. The bigger problem, and we made this point, the reason that people, and if you haven't seen that video, go watch that video because it's excellent. The reason that people loved the original God of War games was because they were cartoonishly violent.
Sure.
They were a pure masculine power fantasy. It was a popcorn movie on the game console, you know? And what they have done, and the reason that people, like, when the thing that drives me crazy about this is when people say, oh, it's a masterpiece. It explores all these great themes, blah, blah, blah. You just don't
case.
like a mature reboot. It's like, no, what you did was you took Bugs Bunny and you made a serious reboot about him where he's dealing with the trauma of his choices about how he tortured Elmer Fudd and Daffy Duck.
Right.
Nobody wanted or needed to see that.
And it's not only that no one wanted it or needed it, it's abhorrent and evil to even think or to suggest to do that.
Right.
Because nobody does this, nobody has that impulse or makes that claim in good faith.
Yeah.
It's rooted only in a hatred for something that is good, even and possibly especially a good which is sort of low resolution and simple. If we're using the Bugs Bunny or the Looney Tunes analogy, Bugs Bunny is not high art.
Yeah.
You're a moron if you're suggesting that, but that's not the point. It's not meant to be. It is, however, good and in a certain sense true for what it is, and to try and contort that or to contort a video game or anything else that you love, Star Wars, any franchise, D&D, whatever, into a supposedly highfalutin exploration, cathartic experience of trauma or misery in some way. I know that you're saying that there's a reason and that it's deep and that it's good, but I also know that you're a liar.
And your reason is stupid.
Right.
It's very stupid. And the thing is, we talked about this, I think we even mentioned it in the video. They could have done something with a reboot and done it with a different character and gone this different direction. used someone like, say, Baldur would have been an interesting character because he is actually interested in killing Freya and these other people instead of, no, I can't do that. I can't do the thing that the entire series has been about up until this point.
Right.
And make you try to feel bad about it every time that he loses control. Like I'm just re-explaining the video that if you want to go watch the video, you can do that.
Right.
But let's hit these super chats. We have Matthew Pickard saying, obviously you guys are named Ginger Fraser and young Steve Buscemi.
That's
I
right.
don't think this guy's done his research. Very much clear. Black Lodge Games trademark Soft Boy Edition trademark. Give me the statue. All right. We'll see, man. Yeah, but it's so absolutely bad, and it is so clearly from a feminine perspective. And here's the thing: we make a lot of jokes about the ladies here on this channel, but we legitimately like women, and we tell people, go find a girlfriend, go find a wife, and that's something you absolutely need to do.
You have to do it. Yeah.
And this is not apologies or covering someone in covering ourselves in lamb's blood, to try and tell us, no, we really are good guys. That's not it at all. It's that when this game is from a feminine perspective, the entire moral outlook of like, no, we need to dive into the empathy and everything. That is a fundamentally feminine perspective versus the masculine perspective of
correct.
We need to be the god of war and kill everything and kill the threats and destroy the threats. And also the fucking boss fights in the game suck. It's just a reskinned ogre in the first one over and over again, or giant or whatever it is.
Idea that some dubious, creatively bankrupt cabal of man-haters developed the God of War reboot to punish and shame men for enjoying the previous trilogy. A trilogy of games that focuses primarily on over-the-top violence, all in the spirit of that falsified and overblown, hyper-masculine take on Greek mythology that we're all so familiar with thanks to the popularity of Zack Snyder's 300 and other properties like God of War that became so popular somewhere in the early to mid 2000s. Anyway, the idea that these guys are peddling here...
Come on. 300 is legitimately a cinematic masterpiece, and I love it.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
But to your point, it's not really worthwhile to relitigate our video.
Right.
Subscription or a...
that's a good question. It was
there
a
we
super
go.
chat. Ew, rad channel. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. Yeah.
There is no... All this is to say... There's no explanation. There's no analysis. There's no meeting of minds here.
Yeah.
You don't need us to tell you, explain more deeply what that video in particular is. Hopefully, because you've already watched it.
Yeah.
But even if you haven't,
and you know what? Even if you have, you should go watch it again. Yeah.
But we all understand exactly where we are and what's been going on for over 10 years at this point. This language, which is being used by this guy, what's his name again? Paladin what?
Paladin Pros, I believe.
Paladin Pros.
All right, so I'm going to try. I know you said we're missing some super chats. I'm going to attempt to make this right.
How are we going to do that?
I'm going to make this a little bit bigger.
Okay.
It's because we have very limited screen real estate right now, and because of the issues, the technical issues that I created by accident.
Well, anyway, the point I'm making here is...
There we go.
We've all heard this kind of argument before, made in exactly this kind of tone online and elsewhere.
Right.
Where a leftist framework is being presented before you as a given. Now, we are also asserting our perspective, which is the correct one, not because it's arbitrary. We've had 10, 15, 20 plus years to one degree or another where we've seen the fruits of these arguments, the fruits of these people, the products. We have seen materially tangibly, we have felt and seen with our eyes.
Everything has gotten worse.
And done maliciously so in this sort of Trojan horse, wolf in sheep's clothing argument of empathy, compassion, these sort of feminine qualities which have their place.
Yes.
Not in the way in which
Not
they're
in my
framed.
fucking video games. Though.
Right. Also true. So
Elffinder General, thank you for $5. I like my Ginger Fraser videos intense. I'm also tired of games and especially horror movies dealing with trauma. It's so tiresome.
yes.
Yeah.
Is that because this game exists solely to punish manly men for enjoying manly men things, that the new God of War games could then only be enjoyed by people who they describe as chicks, meaning women, obviously, and midwits, meaning, and this is according to Urban Dictionary, people with a middling intellect, neither smart nor dumb, especially who try to appear smarter than they really are. Now.
Okay.
So, first of all, using Urban Dictionary as your academic source and your academic argument to know what ubiquitous internet, it's not even internet jargon anymore. It's just jargon in the culture at this point, is absolutely retarded.
And that is not actually the definition of a midwit. A midwit is not someone who thinks they're smart but isn't. It's someone who's just above average intelligence. So they're just smart enough to notice some things. They're the people that go, actually, they do that. It's
the word midwit is actually a midwit Turing test.
Right. Exactly. For instance, our friend Michael Malice has a show called You're Welcome, and it's a response he uses in lots of tweets online. Everything's in caps. It's in quotations. And he says that he spells your incorrectly, not for the title of the show.
Within the context.
Yeah, within the context. A midwit is someone who instantly sees you used the wrong form of your, but does not pick up
apostrophe
on.
RE.
Yeah, exactly. You missed the apostrophe and the extra letter. You're using the wrong kind of your. You're using the wrong kind of there. It's not there, it's there.
Yeah.
You know, it's someone who notices that one mistake, but can't pick up on the cues of why is everything else in caps? Why is it also in quotation marks? There's too many mistakes here.
Right.
It's those are midwits. People that are just above average. They're like I am stupid, so I don't want to say it's one standard deviation because I don't even know what that means. But it's typically someone like a 110, 115 IQ.
Right.
I'd say that's a real pot calling the kettle black.
We do have a super chat to address. I'm sorry. Crub Lord, thank you for the $5.
Thank you, dude.
BLG, I've been binging Dundermoose and Trill. Good, because of you guys.
Both great channels.
And this lefty is missing out on your best vid revealing how D&D is literally true. That is correct.
Many have.
I don't know if he did miss that one, though, because he put Elon Musk in his thumbnail. And we've only talked about Elon in that one incredible shitpost we made.
Yeah,
Which is another criminally underviewed video.
I know. Many need to watch and internalize that video. That and May the 4th.
Yeah.
Lodge Games type situation, but as a fellow bald and bearded white man who grew up feeling weird and insecure about all of my nerdy hobbies, I feel the need to express just how wrong these guys really are. But before we get into all of this, I do want to make something very clear. I am in no way, shape, or form endorsing or encouraging anybody to go over to Black Lodge Games and dog on them or call them names or do anything lame like that. Remember.
And thus far, I don't think anyone has. I haven't seen anything on the channel. So
it would be funny if that was the case.
We would actually love that. So if you're of his audience and you see this,
feel free to comment.
Feel free to comment.
Remember to fight darkness with light and, be on your paladin type shit. That's what we're all here to do on this channel. I've actually been back and forth on whether or not I should even make this video, to be honest, and I'm still feeling a bit nervous sitting here and recording right now. But I'm overcoming that fear because I know in my bones that this message, this idea that men are under attack and that women and woke midwits are ruining our culture. The sacred culture of gaming deserves a thoughtful response and counterpoint presented by another guy who loves this nerd stuff just as much as they do. And regardless of how you feel about this, it is undeniable that millions of men around the world are in crisis right now. This is not a joke, it's not a meme, it's not an edgelord shitpost. It's the reality of the world that we're all living in.
Yeah.
This is actually true.
I wonder how we got there.
Yeah, I wonder how we got there. What the root causes of that could be.
Yeah.
We got some super chats. I'm sure this is a Wendy's from Elfinder. Thank you for the $2. And Rad Channel, she's not going to let you hit, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, this is correct. And here's the thing, Paladin, I don't know if you missed it, but we actually made a video about this kind of recently. Unfortunately released on the damned day of August 12th when the YouTube algorithm took a shit. But
yes.
It is quite good. It's about the movie First Reformed and handles, I think, this in an intelligent way that you might appreciate and not be immediately repulsed by simply because we put the word gay in a thumbnail.
Maybe. I'd love for him to watch the video. He may well have even watched the video. I don't want to say that he has, and is operating completely in bad faith.
Yeah, I don't want to imply that he might be doing some things in bad faith in this video.
But it seems that way.
Yeah.
As we'll come
I know
to find.
And we got Matthew Pickard. The funny thing is, if he just called you Black Lodge gays, it would have made me respect him more. Thank you for the
That would be funny.
For the $5. Yeah.
Firsthand that there are a lot of guys out there right now who are feeling very lonely and very marginalized. It can feel like the whole world is out to get you. And if you rolled your eyes at that last statement, yeah, trust me, I get how ridiculous it sounds. But
it doesn't sound ridiculous.
Right.
It sounds ridiculous to freaks and people that have that literally have no empathy and that have no eyes or ears to see anything going on in the current culture.
And again, it is telling that that's the immediate assumption he's making.
I know you're not going to believe it, guys.
Yeah, I know, because of the people you associate with.
Right.
Or at least in the pool in which you're swimming.
Right.
The people whose frame is the same as yours. The people who claim to be the tenders of the flame of empathy and high morality, but in fact are completely Machiavellian, completely amoral, and devoid of any true sense of those virtues or those values.
Impossible for them to be able to put themselves in someone else's shoes.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, it is the truth. And these days, all anyone seems to want to do is to be mean to each other online, largely about stuff that doesn't really matter, like video games or what version of Dungeons and Dragons that you prefer to play. Which is why I'm making this video.
Right.
And I mean,
he had made the point earlier. Our sacred tradition of gaming and video games and franchises and what have you. Of course, these things are not sacred in the true sense of the word, but this is something else which we all understand at this point, or at least should. It's not just about the elf game. It's not merely about the next Star Wars movie.
Right.
It's not merely about the beloved video game franchise. We've been tweeting about Bloodlines 2. It sucks way more than we could ever have imagined. And we will be doing a video about that. But it's not just about these things.
Right.
Although it would be bad enough if that was the case.
Right.
It's not good when someone does a home invasion on you.
Right.
But it is the soul and the spirit of the culture and of our people, our culture, in its entirety, top to bottom. That is what's ultimately at stake here.
Yes.
That's really what is on the line, and that is what is being attacked and has been attacked.
Right.
And we should all understand this at this point.
And it's not hard to understand. I mean, basically, as long as humankind has been around and there has been war and everything like that, when one tribe or civilization or state invades the other, the first thing that they do when they conquer is to go into the temples, destroy all the symbols of your people, your religion, everything, make a mockery of everything, and replace it with their own.
Yes.
Which, from a cultural perspective, in the last 10 to 15 years, especially, that's when they stepped on the gas on this. That's what's been happening. These new takes on things are not some brilliant new artistic vision that's been put in place. It's doing things, changing characters, changing. We don't need to relitigate.
What we're talking about.
We don't need to go over the fucking whole culture war.
Yeah.
But there are real stakes, and the people who are doing this know that.
Right.
And that's why they're doing that. And here's the thing: they will explicitly tell you that that is what they are doing. So people are right to be fucking pissed about this.
Yes.
You shouldn't let it dominate your life, but there is a reason people are mad.
Right.
What do we got here? Pyrella said, I'm very lonely. I'm here because you guys interact with me more than e-girls. Now show feet. Not today.
Just think about it for a second. It's kind of crazy how political the gaming community is these days. But
Yeah, man.
How did that
that's
happen?
crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Jeez.
I wonder how that happened.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I am a strong believer that video games and tabletop RPGs are works of art. And art...
Wrong.
Yeah.
No, they are games. They are not works of art. There are artistic elements that are included. Like, yes, there's literal art on the cover of these things. It is not art. It is not performance. It is an activity you do with your friends or alone if you're playing single player games or solo plays, they call it now. It's not art. I'm not gonna let this derail us, but games are not art.
Right. And also, well, firstly, it's not to say that these things don't have value, obviously, but it's not art. And this guy, I guarantee you, does not have the vaguest conception of what art is. And were the definition to be stated to him, he would find it repugnant.
Right.
And would hate it.
How strong is he? Prove the strong. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Thank you for the $2, though.
Art has always been political. Art has always...
Holy shit. Not everything is political. I understand why you are saying that. I understand.
This is also another fucking cudgel.
Yeah.
It's a left-wing platitude that's been used to great effect for a very long time. This argument, the same thing with it's just elf game.
Yeah.
When the shoe is on the other foot and they are the ones who are being criticized in
It's
even
just
the
a game, bro.
way.
Why are you freaking out so much about the game, bro?
Do not.
Yet everything is also political.
Right. These people, everything that they say, we've said it and many have said it before. Every accusation is a confession.
Right.
Every aspect of a left-wing worldview, even a normie blue-pilled worldview is...
Did you just do a racist dog whistle?
Yes.
Oh my God. I don't know if I can even be in the same room.
know.
We'll get to that part.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
He does not understand another
or maybe
basic
he does.
internet term.
Or maybe he does and is acting in complete bad faith. Yeah.
But what was I saying?
I don't fucking know. Something about
every aspect of this worldview, this framework of viewing your life and the world around you, it's completely incoherent. And it's why these people get unhinged when even the slightest pushback is offered, because they're operating at maximum cognitive dissonance, where it's the two most extreme things are maximally true at the same time, and you have to square that circle and not
freak out.
Not go crazy. Do not admit to yourself, but that's why.
That's why.
Yes.
Dungeon of Terra saying, "Fear not, gents. I do not think we shall lose this culture war. Our stuff is decent. Everything the other side. Eventually, the other side will run out of money.
Yes. Well,
Potentially. Maybe not.
It's not about them losing money. The first part of the comment is the most important thing.
Yeah.
We are going to win. Much has been said about the vibe shift, but the main takeaway from this video that we're reacting to is this is what winning looks like.
Yeah.
You have to be operating as if we've won already, as if we're winning and we are going to continue to win.
Right.
These days of pussyfooting around at most and cowering at worst are over. And there are still going to be people who disagree with you.
Right.
There are still going to be bureaucracies and all of the material on the ground, political concerns, all that stuff matters. They have lost. They're a walking corpse at this point.
Yeah.
They don't. A small but growing part of the back of their mind understands this, and they're freaking out, and they should.
Yeah.
But do not get lost in the sauce.
Oh man, we're getting lots of super chats. Let's catch up here.
Let me just make this point. Don't get lost in the sauce about the minutia. Don't fall into the terminal framework of arguing about trivia and minutia to these people. You're ceding ground to them, and you're just driving yourself crazy.
Right. Just wanted to say hello and tell you I backed Bloodmore. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to force this dude to read Blood Meridian.
You still need to read Blood Meridian.
I do. I haven't read it.
Amazing book.
Drew Cipher, you should get married, you should have kids, and you should be strong. Weak men are incapable of virtue.
True.
Trim his beard, send him from the halls, and write his name in the book of grudges, so that all may point and laugh at him until the end of days.
There you go. A true dwarven wisdom.
Okay. I didn't get that reference. All right. We're going to continue on here.
Existed to communicate ideas and help others experience and feel things that they otherwise couldn't or wouldn't. So in that way, I guess all of this does make a lot of sense. Anyway, I don't think it's much of a stretch to say that at this point, based on this video and other content like it, that a lot of people, who I personally feel are primarily insecure men, believe that chicks and midwits are the cause of this dystopic hellscape that we're all living in today.
I think midwits, I don't know that they're solely responsible.
No, of course not. No, and we've never made...
They are very annoying, though. They're
very annoying. They do a shit ton of damage, and they're the primary shock troops of this sort of weaponized, retarded academic speak and think.
On that exact point is that the internet, social media, everything expanded in the early 2010s. So just dramatically, we all lived through that. And men, when they tend to have conflict between each other,
right?
There's always ultimately the threat of violence. I think Jordan Peterson probably he was in the video. Said something like this. That there's basically an escalation. It's we disagree. Then you yell at you raise your voice. I raise my voice. I push you. You push me back. Then it's this escalation towards violence. That threat is always there. That's primarily how men solve their problems. And this is not saying that men just go around beating each other up for no reason. But if you're a guy, I'm sure at some point you got in a fist fight with your best friend and then you were fine afterwards.
And even if you haven't, you know that this is true.
Yeah, you know that this is true. Women, primarily, their weapons is not physical violence. It can be. I know that. I can already hear the people screeching.
Who cares about them?
Who cares, though? Yeah, who cares? But primarily, their weapons against each other are social and reputational.
Status relate. Yeah.
And the internet amplifies the power of reputational destruction.
Right. Because there is no physicality
Because there's
in the digital.
Yeah, no physicality whatsoever. And so the tactics that were employed in the culture war to cancel people, everything, that is
Right.
all fundamentally a feminine trait.
Yes,
And a feminine
yes.
weapon set that has been amplified by the technology that we have.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't just games, people. This isn't just identity politics. This is a war for intellectualism. At least that's the message that these guys, Black Lodge Games, and other people like them, seem to want to peddle to their audience. Because honestly, men don't want to feel dumb and lonely. They want to feel smart and appreciated, just like everybody else in the world. Shocker, I know. And I'd like to believe that not many people are really buying into this type of stuff, but just take a look at the comment section on the videos that they post and the numbers that these types of videos are pulling in compared to the other content that they post. And it becomes very clear, at least to me, that their message of intellectual warfare against chicks and midwits is definitely resonating with a lot of angry.
Okay.
Yeah, I got bad news for you.
Yeah.
This is what it feels like to lose.
Also, a couple of things here. Now, this is the first time in the video that he's brought up the comments on these videos. Now, the video he's primarily pissed about is the God of War one, which has well over 100,000 views and it has thousands and thousands of comments on it, which I don't read all of them, obviously. The other thing is, it's like you cannot generalize what the ideas of a creator are from the comments on their videos. The comments are any fucking retard who puts their hands on the keyboard.
Yeah. We've all read comments before.
We've all read comments before. The other part of this, though, is he's doing something a little interesting. Is he's like, well, you see what these kinds of videos are getting, you know. So he shows the God of War, the safety tools, the I think it was the toxic masculinity thing. Yeah. You see the kind of views that those are pulling in versus the other content on the channel, which is showing right here. We're basically showing like our oldest videos that have terrible thumbnails we haven't redone or anything like that. Ignores the biggest video on the channel, which is
the acting versus
RPG.
role playing.
All of the vampire videos, which are our most popular videos, which are all about RPGs, and then everything after that is all RPGs, and occasionally there's a video that touches on culture. You're not slick.
Yeah.
Insecure men. And honestly, more than anything, that just breaks my fucking heart. Because just like every other guy in this target demographic, I too grew up as an innocent, impressionable child. As a boy, I consumed tons of media that glorified the same behavior that society at large now labels as toxic masculinity. And if you're watching this video, you're probably somebody like me, or you know somebody like me. And that means you probably grew up on stories involving men in spandex breaking criminal femurs, or women in chainmail and loincloths stabbing monsters with cool swords with other buff dudes in loincloths. And for a lot of us, we consumed all of it without the presence of a strong, real-life male role model to help us distinguish fiction from reality. And
this is how they operate.
Yeah.
I'm just like you. My heart breaks for these people. I'm already categorizing most people, anyone who likes or commented or who watched the video, as fundamentally broken. But I'm just like you, and I used to enjoy popular things.
Yeah.
But so many people don't have dads or male role models in their life to distinguish fact from fiction.
All art is political to the totalitarian, exactly.
Yes.
Not one single loincloth in Lord of the Rings. I think he's right.
I think he's right. Yeah.
That is true.
But all of these words are being presented as given. There is no actual connective tissue. There's no like ipso facto logic of I liked this thing, there is a connection, therefore, to absentee fathers or what have you. You're just painting, you're trying to construct the frame
Right.
on advantageous grounds.
Right.
And that is a good rhetorical strategy.
Right.
But it is a bad faith strategy.
Dishonest
There's
one.
nobody who watched Daredevil, read comics, etc., 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 Xena, and doesn't understand fact from fiction. This has no basis in reality, and you know that,
Right.
and we all know that as well. Your heart does not break for
Yeah.
any of these people.
I know that your heart does not break for us.
Yes. Right.
We know that. And also, I would like to say that Xena was not only for the male gaze. That is a show that, if you know anything about, is that it is extremely popular with lesbians.
For unknown reasons.
Yeah, who don't know why. Art was better when it had chainmail bikinis. I watched Badass Toxic Masculinity with my dad. Exactly. He looks like he never had a father. Well, he's saying this fatherless thing, so we'll see.
Learn what a well-adjusted, functioning man in the real world should look like and act like.
We did not zoom the video on that, by the way, so he's a little self-aware here.
The reality is that single mothers work all day to feed and clothe young boys. They plop them down in front of the TV, they put a DualShock in their hands, and they let Conan the...
Also, why are we switching to single
what are we
mothers?
talking about?
What do single mothers have to do with anything here?
Right.
It doesn't have anything. You're painting a sad sack picture
Right.
of this
Of
imaginary
scared, hurt little boys.
Yeah, this imaginary kid
Right.
Whose dad has disappeared. He's not around, and
I'm just so angry all the time, and I don't know how to deal with it.
yeah, and I'm getting too caught up in my video games. But
Right.
my mom is working 900 hours every day and is working so hard.
28 hours a day.
Yeah, exactly.
13 days a
13
week.
days a
Yeah.
week, 500 days a year.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're doing.
What's it say? The Urukai had a loincloth. Checkmate, atheists.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
fact check.
That's true. Yeah.
Barbarian or Kratos or Rey Mysterio do the whole dad thing. And so that's why the
Nobody was letting Rey Mysterio raise their kids for
Right.
them. Not even Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, right. Which is actually true. If you watch wrestling, but also even accepting this hypothetical of a kid with a single a single ma and an absentee dad.
Mm-hmm.
This is absolutely retarded. This is not how children see the world or
Right.
see fiction, movies, video games, books, comics,
Right.
what have you. This is a complete fabrication. It's no different than the tired old boomer arguments against video games in the mid 2000s.
Yes.
Of Columbine. Doom is responsible for Columbine. What was it? Doom,
yeah.
and Marilyn Manson. Was that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's in bad faith. We can tell that it's in bad faith because when it's used from...
And if it's not in bad faith,
a
it's
different
just very stupid.
Yeah, it's a complete... being completely divorced from reality to such a degree that if it's not bad faith, you're effectively a crazy person and a danger,
All right. Thank you, Mary McCheese. I'm not going to read that one, though, but thank you. It's a very funny super chat.
games we played and the comics we read and the television we watched wasn't just a form of escapism. It was an example of who we are or who we should be. It's not just entertainment, okay? It's literally an essential piece of our core identity.
These people, the way...
Okay.
So which is
it's
it?
an essential part of our core identity. It shows us who and what we should be. But guys, it's just video games.
This is exactly what
It's
I'm
just
talking
video
about.
games
It's
and
two
role-playing
extremes at the
games.
same time. And the thing is, what he's not wrong about is fiction or stories, broadly speaking, which are relevant and resonant,
Yes.
do by their definition, by their nature, embody higher ideals.
Values, yeah.
That is not to say it's a bad faith equivocation to then make the jump that becomes the core of our identity in some kind of psychosis, a complete schizophrenia. I think, maybe I am Batman. It's like, that's not a thing that happens. That's not a thing that happens. Has ever happened, ever will.
AGC says, about the self-awareness thing, this guy clearly feels deep down that he has work to do if he zoomed in on his plushie like that. Kind of sad to resort to reading in lame script criticizing people badly. Yeah, but I mean, I get it. It's hard. And I don't have toys like this, but it would be hard to make a serious argument when you're surrounded by Funko Pops.
Right. If for some reason I had some retarded poster or toy behind me,
and I think
I would make fun of it.
I would make fun of it. Yeah.
Right.
I don't fault him for that.
In which they write these comments, they come off as, you didn't like the thing I liked.
Right.
This is an attack on the core of my being.
Which is what it is.
Yeah. They're not wrong, I guess. Yeah.
Despite themselves, they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
And yeah.
God, he's so right.
Yeah, I know. Who are those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Oh, which is also great because I think. Oh no. We were looking at Reddit on that. He was not looking at Reddit on that. Yeah. Okay. But this is a very Reddit video.
I hate to break it to you, but most of that content that we consumed as kids was really absolute garbage. It was garbage that was expertly designed to pull young men into a twisted, never-ending feedback loop of mean-spirited comedy and...
Okay, so hold on.
When we say it, we talk about a conspiracy.
Yeah, there's a conspiracy of chicks and midwits that are ruining art right now. That's ridiculous.
There's actually...
But everything that you consumed as a kid, that was designed deliberately.
Specifically to brainwash you.
Yeah, to make you into this guy.
Right.
superiority complex. And sure, a lot of the games and other stories that we grew up with were pretty good too. Great, even. I'm a sucker for nostalgia just as much as the next guy.
God, here's the thing. Yeah. I like Ghostbusters. I don't like Ghostbusters because of nostalgia. I like it because it's a fucking great movie. It's a
movie.
Good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not just like, remember Ghostbusters? Wasn't that so kitschy? Like, no.
Yeah.
I remember Ghostbusters because it was fucking hilarious.
And it still is.
Yes.
I don't long for the days when I when I remembered how to enjoy something.
Yeah.
And I'm not writing off an entire, history of art and storytelling here. But let's be real, guys. A lot of it was pretty trash. And these games and movies and comics that are coming out today that...
He's not wrong. There's a lot of shit that has been
true.
made. And even during...
That will always be the case.
Yeah, that will always be the case.
So many people get so worked up over. Yeah, a lot of it is, and probably most of it, is pretty trash too. But not all of it.
But here's the difference. And here's why...
Was it trash on purpose?
Yeah, was it and here's the difference, because I know there is a good faith way to interpret everything as political, which means that everything has a point of view. Everything has a philosophy. And we've said this many times. If you write or create something, in some way, your values will be expressed through that. That does not mean that everything that you're making is political and is a statement about how things must be, or is some sort of assault on other people.
Right.
It does not mean that. What you should not do when you create something, though, is make propaganda. And what has been being made and being passed off as popular culture and art for the last 15 fucking years is just propaganda. That's why everyone is extremely irritated and upset by it.
Because propaganda is also
not art.
It's not art, and it's not good. And it's not meant to be good. It's meant to
tell people, no, this is art. It's like you're fucking lying. First of all,
obviously.
Man, they're really getting too intense right now.
I know, really.
I wish, couldn't they just tone it down? Like, I'm not even really disagreeing with them.
I don't know why.
It was really weird. It was really intense.
Their voices are too loud.
Yeah. Ugh.
there's still great stuff coming out all the time. And in my opinion, at least, games like the God of War reboot are modern classics. The first game absolutely blew me away. The second game actually made me cry like a little baby at the climactic ending, and I don't know, maybe that says something about me.
It does.
It also does not surprise me.
Right. The Edgelord says $2. This guy would shit himself if he saw Deathstalker. Yeah. When they say all art is political, they mean all art is Marxist and all propaganda is not Marxist. Yeah.
Right. Another way to say that is the enemy.
The enemy cannot make art.
The enemy cannot make art. What they are making are weapons, and they must be censured, and they must be taken away. And the ability to manufacture weapons must be crushed entirely. That is all that it means.
But anyway, I'm serious, guys. The God of War games aren't just mindless, woke trash. They take us to another place, a place we could never go otherwise, a place where we can examine and question the big existential thoughts that we all have. Like, what does it mean to be a good father, or a good mother, or a good son, or a good daughter? They show us that a classically heroic man like Kratos can struggle to understand and contain his emotions too. And they show us that looking for those answers and solving those problems in ways other than mindless rage and violence can actually bring us peace and help.
Yeah, this is a point that he's making where I believe it is. There are actually two things happening at once. Mm-hmm. He legitimately believes a portion of this, but this is being animated in bad faith.
Real men almost cry at the end of Terminator 2.
Yeah, this retarded equivocation of the things that he's describing are aspects of human experience.
Right.
Obviously, indeed, that is the case. And these relationships or these things are complex. They're complex psychological or social dynamics which happen in real life.
The best vehicle to explore that
is a beat 'em up game where you play the Greek god of war.
Right.
This is also a tactic of their side in which, in the abstract, could you tell an interesting story about father dynamics or about a reconsecrated word of the use of the word trauma, that wasn't so fraught with baggage. Yeah, obviously you could, but if you're trying to tell that story in this particular medium,
sorry, they take us to a place called Starbucks. Boomers replaced our entire previous culture with what's screen say good, then decades of cultural warfare to control it. It's all about screen control, but there is no screen control anymore.
Right, those days are over. This is part of why the boomer worldview.
A place we can never
dying.
go otherwise. Scandinavia? Critical Role struggle session. Ethos in action. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Guys, could you stop being so intense? Passion is toxic masculinity, because my father was very passionate about not being around. Oh, man.
God, he loved it so much.
I'm edgelord. I don't cry, so this guy cries for me. All right, let's get back to it.
Yep.
Help
us become better, stronger men in the process.
How is that true?
Yeah. How does you crying like a baby at the video game make you a stronger man?
Also, even having a good story about all of these gay elements. He
said the word again. You're really hung up on that word.
I know. What does it actually mean?
Yeah.
Even having a good story that entails those things, that does not necessarily mean it therefore makes us better men or better people or better whatever. That's not the case. Again, this is the false. It's like an evil version of the spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down.
Yeah.
You know, it's the Trojan horse. I promise you this is imparting some sort of personal or large-scale social good.
Right.
No, that's not the case. You're bamboozling people, as they always do,
Right.
with promises or hand-wringing, depending on the circumstance.
Yeah. And again, that game, unskippable cutscenes, it's a fucking movie. Just
a dog
watch
shit game,
Watch
regardless.
a fucking movie.
And so this begs the question, what does it really mean?
Improper use, excuse me, actually, Midwit here. Improper use of the expression begs the question. Begging the question does not mean bringing up the question. Begging the question means assuming the conclusion in the question itself. It drives me crazy.
Mean to be a man, like a real grown-up man? Is it beating up and screaming at people? Is it just banging a lot of hot chicks because you can? Is yelling at and hurting the people around you just because you're angry really what grown men do? Well,
No, but it's what Kratos does.
Yeah.
I
don't know how to explain.
We understand that this world where I'm ripping the heads off of gods and punching mountains in half is not reality. Who knew? You know,
I was never trying to live my life as if I were Kratos. I wanted to play the video game to play as Kratos because it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
To do all those
his life
things.
is nothing like mine.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, it is a lot of the time in the real world and in fiction.
It is. He's just admitting, like, yeah, I mean, like, I just fly off the handle.
I know.
I'm like, okay.
Too. But it's also exactly how a toddler behaves when they don't get their fruit snacks. Don't get me wrong. I can get behind those things.
This is another one. This is a constant. It's not a trope, but it's a thing on the left that they do. It's you are all man babies.
Yeah.
You are. It's the Trump piss babies. It's you know. It's like, oh, and whenever they want to do like the status game where you're insulting each other on it, it's oh, did that make you cry? You know, it's I don't get it. Is that?
Well,
because it's so common, but I haven't been able to like put my finger on like why is that they do that?
It's some kind of
because it's so cringe. Like no one has ever been like, I'm not a baby, take that back.
Right,
you know?
right.
They're not doing it's the Mac from It's Always
Right, I was
Sunny.
gonna say, yeah.
I've had orgasms.
I think there's something about that which is related to the bad faith delegitimizing of something. It's just elf game. It's just a game. Like there's something of like a shared energy which is being just reframed or being expressed in a different way. It's like a soft, feminine attempt to sort of kneecap someone or to delegitimize someone's position.
Okay.
Things being really fun and entertaining in the context of a video game. But why do so many men take all of this so goddamn personally? I mean, who exactly are these chicks and mid-wit men haters? And who exactly hates who here?
In Cyberpunk.
The better.
Yes,
yeah.
my queen to shut up, bitch. Never change.
Well, you know, we did listen to a woman for a long time.
A long time.
Yeah. Which is it's a challenging thing to do.
Yeah.
So I don't see the problem here. We watched her whole video.
We did.
This video really made me wonder. So I started digging around their channel to get a better idea.
Okay. Also, I can't be certain because I didn't go back and rewatch it. I'm almost certain if we were talking about Ginny D and having watched her video, we've done that one time on one stream.
Yeah, it's
and that is the stream.
Our Queen Ginny D.
Our Queen Ginny D is right, I think.
Right.
Where we watch an entire Ginny D video and say, wow, this is really great advice.
Yeah,
and
she
it's
was correct.
Great
largely.
that she, read this book and is doing this.
It is telling that to the normies.
And is telling that to everyone else.
Her massive audience.
Right. So this is perhaps that quote just invalidated the entire thing, because that was the moment. This, what do they mean by that? That's a little weird. I don't get that. But there's some missing context there.
Idea.
Check the super chat. Sorry, I just heard that come in. Please, please, please put my gay son in your next video's thumbnail in this guy's honor. I don't care what the video's about. That's not how it works, though. The video needs the thumbnail it needs, and that one needed that.
Needed
that thumbnail, and God, so we laugh every single time that we see that thumbnail.
Of where these guys are actually coming from, because to be honest, I sort of suspected that their God of War video was satire, but as I dug further into their content,
Jenny D got super pissed at me for challenging her ability to play / run an AP game. She asked her fans what they wanted. They said AP, and she started to make excuses as to why. What is AP?
I don't know, but it's funny anyway.
It is funny.
I don't know.
Doesn't mean anything.
I don't know either. I'm not sure why this one is included. I think it's just to say, like, oh, look how dumb they are, that they don't know that AP means actual play. Which someone told us later. And again, someone would have to go and find the clip, because I don't even know what stream this one is from. It'd be easy to find because I'm literally wearing the Chad meme costume. I think the response, I know we've said this elsewhere when someone brought this up, was that she's right, though. If people are like, I don't want to do actual play, and it wouldn't be fair, people would, they'd say, oh, she sucks at this, blah, 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 blah. And that is correct, because actual play, if you were just actually running a game, is unwatchable, because the activity is for the people at the table, not for observers.
The thing I can think of is Adventure Path. But I
don't
feel like
you
that's
ever
not
say that I don't stand up for my queen. All right.
Either way, you were almost certainly correct.
Interesting.
I found more and more concerning messages on their channel. So, for example, this is a post on the Black Lodge Games community page. As you can see, we have a screenshot of Marisha Ray, who is the creative director of Critical Role, and a screenshot from an iconic scene from the movie Inglourious Basterds. It's a meme that accuses Marisha Ray, the creative director of Critical Role, the biggest name in the tabletop gaming industry, an industry that they share with Black Lodge Games, of being a fake gamer, all because she said scum save instead of save scum.
Correct.
That is why we did that.
That is why we did that, yeah.
In a promotional video that she posted, or Critical Role posted. Now, this is really intellectually important stuff right here, so I need you guys to stay with me. Save scumming is a term used by gamers to describe a strategy in which a totally secure, confident, and not in any way insecure man, I mean gamer, may repeatedly save their game file right before they try out different strategies that may or may not bring about some sort of unappealing result. You know, it's quick saving before you murder the barkeep in Skyrim. Everybody does it. It's scum saving. I mean, save scumming. Anyway, why does it matter to these guys whether or not somebody, in this case, a strong, powerful woman in the tabletop gaming space?
Jesus
This is
Christ.
a very interesting framing there. Strong, powerful woman.
Are they threatened by a strong, powerful woman?
Is it that she's successful and beautiful and makes more money?
Yeah.
And are they threatened by that?
Yeah.
Do you find that threatening? Ooh,
Oh, maybe.
It's a little weird. Why did they do that?
Yeah. Impossible to know.
Impossible to know.
A space that they share, use the term properly. And perhaps even more puzzling, at least to me, is why they would choose to use this particular scene of this particular movie to convey this particular point. So if you haven't seen the movie,
because it's
yeah,
I
man.
know.
Here we go.
Why would they use a Nazi
all
thing?
Knew this was headed.
Yeah. This is why the left freaks out over any and all memes. We understand why memes work or an image works.
Right.
It's both funny, but in a certain sense, more importantly, it conveys
meaning.
the point with zero words required.
0 words.
You see the picture, you get it. But the left does not know how to do this. And so all memes
Right.
become right-wing memes.
Right.
And
they cannot express meaning without resort to all of these long paths
these conditions
of, yeah.
and these because again,
all these contingent chains of reasoning that require words to express, they're incapable of expressing an idea as a single image.
right. Because if you express something simplistically with either normal speech or with an image in the manner of a meme, you threaten the toppling of the entire house of cards.
Right.
Again, maximal cognitive dissonance.
Right.
You know, two things, either both false or one
Right.
true, one false,
Yeah.
have to be true at the same time.
Right.
This is why they resort to overly verbose academic
Yeah.
jargon and these sort of plotting, retarded arguments.
Right, because
to make even the most banal or simplistic
Because
point.
here's the thing, he's already explained what it was. It's that
Yeah, you've answered your own question.
it's a tell that she's using the wrong term,
Yes.
that she doesn't fit in. That's it.
Yeah.
You
But
got it already, and you've already explained it. But we need a couple of minutes of the video to really
But
what
it's
did they really mean by this? Why
Yeah,
was
there's
this
Nazis.
meme in particular?
Yeah.
Why was it this one?
Yeah, I wonder why.
I wonder
And
why.
We already understand that this is in bad faith.
Right.
But if you need another level of proof, which I don't even know if it's retarded to even mention it, but you look, you know that this is true for the reasons that we've said, but
Right.
also within the framework of that movie that we're choosing to use. It's not a pro-Nazi movie, right? It's a Quentin Tarantino movie where
Jewish
Hitler gets
revenge
shot,
comedy.
gets shot in the face for 30 seconds straight. But it happens to have Nazis. It doesn't matter. So we
Right.
could have used Schindler's List. Schindler's List is not a white nationalist movie, but there were Nazis in Schindler's List.
Yeah,
why would you use
why would
that?
you do that?
It's
Yeah.
it's all bad faith. It's
Yeah.
all lies.
Yeah. So let's get the super chats real quick. Let's see. I've seen this for only 5 minutes, and I already feel my testosterone is halved. These videos prove you made the right hair choice. Yes, it does. Yeah. It does. Most of the demeaning stuff about women was from me. That is correct. Matthew Pickard is our spiciest super chatter and one of our most frequent super chatters. Is he going to make a response to me, a strong black man? Not very progressive of him, shaking my head. Her strength is measured by how well she bakes cookies.
Yes.
There's a scene where a British agent finds himself in a very dicey situation.
You don't need to explain the meme.
I know.
That's the point of the meme.
Right.
He has to pretend to be a Nazi while hanging out with a bunch of actual Nazis. He does a decent job for a little while, but eventually he ends up ordering 3 whiskeys by holding up his pointer, middle, and ring finger respectively. I swear to God, I work from home all the time and I never hear any sirens, and as soon as I sit down to record a video, it's like the entire city goes to shit.
This is so relatable.
But when Germans count with their fingers, they start with their thumb. So 1, 2, 3. It seems kind of backwards to me, but the point is that this is the tell that gives away the British agent. The real Nazi figures out that the British guy is a fake Nazi, and then they both end up shooting each other in the balls. It is a fantastic film. It's actually unironically my favorite movie of all time. But am I the only one who sees the irony here? I mean, do these guys...
Yes.
Yes,
You are the... Well, I know you're
you
not
and
the
yours.
only one.
Yes,
But yes.
guys want to compare themselves to Nazis? Because in this analogy, the powerful gamer woman is the British agent pretending to be a Nazi, and the Nazis are gamers? I've seen men in their comment section.
This is flawless, just flawless reasoning here.
Right. What this also is, this is another kind of tactic that the left uses where they feign ignorance all the time.
Right.
I'm just asking the questions. It seemed weird to me.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean,
it's not a completely obvious thing which everybody understands.
And why are you getting
knows.
so defensive now that I've called you Adolf Hitler?
Yeah. right. Just asking the questions.
Yeah. That's
I
kinda
literally
weird,
don't
too.
get. I honestly don't get it.
Yeah.
Sections discuss Marisha Ray's appearance, calling her mannish, and just saying other
Okay. So he went into the comments and apparently found people commenting about Marisha Ray. Who cares? I honestly don't give a single fuck. But this is again that it is transferring the sin of the commenter onto us. Their wizards are losing the propaganda war to garage barred chuds. Yeah.
Very
Creepy incel shit like that. And this is all coming from the community who follows a guy who has said on a live stream
that is a good super chat, man.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. Women do be pretending to be gamers. Yeah.
that describing something as rapey is a domesticated
I just have to take it back so this will make sense.
creepy incel shit like that. And this is all coming from the community who follows a guy who has said on a live stream that describing something as rapey is a domesticated thing to do.
That's another thing super weird. I hear leftists and freaks online use super weird. It's something, I don't know what it is, but it's something like...
It's like, that's creepy. Or it's like when they say like, it's kind of rapey.
Yeah, it's a weird way of like signaling to the in-group that A, I'm on your side, and B, I'm marking this other people as the enemy group without showing like any male aggression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels weird. What you mean is, yeah, their safety tools video, I hated it. And it was mean. It was awful. I don't agree with any of their points. You know, whatever the case may be.
If they had said that, I would have been like, okay.
Right. I mean,
It
at
was
least just
mean.
saying something, but like feels rapey
Yeah.
or super weird. Feels
Yeah.
weird. It's a very like domesticated feminine way of conveying like disagreement or opposition.
Right.
Which is contemptible.
100% true. I don't disagree with a single thing that we said right there.
Of course not
At all. But again,
it is the case.
And not to relitigate this, but calling something rapey, that's like saying, oh, you know, he was kind of clingy.
Yeah, he was kind of murderous.
Yeah, he was he was kind of rapey. Like I thought he was going to literally kill me and rape me. Like, understand the language that you're using, guys.
Right. This is also I'm not sure how much of a conscious thing it is at this point. I can only assume that it is. It doesn't ultimately matter. Bad faith or ignorance, you really do reach the same place with the left. But it's a byproduct of the sort of millennial baby speak.
Yes.
Right? Doggo, pupper, Hecarino, you know.
Exactly.
Rapey.
I know.
One of these things is not like the other.
Like the other.
While also sitting barefoot on his couch with his presumably best friend eating homemade cookies.
Now,
what a great day.
It was awesome. And we were planning on having homemade cookies, but I just didn't make them for this stream.
So, do these guys hate Marisha Ray and Matt Mercer because they're fake gamers? Or do they hate them because they challenge their fragile image of what a man and woman should be? And worse, they challenge these ideas in their sacred space.
We don't hate these people at all.
At all.
Like this... I don't like their games, like their
I don't watch
Candela
their
Obscura. Go watch that one.
Yeah, I don't buy their stuff. I don't watch.
I don't
their
consume their
shows.
content. And here's the other thing. They are many orders of magnitude more successful financially than us in this space. And there's a lot of reasons for that. And
we said before, they should have their money.
They should have their money.
They should get as much money as possible.
Yeah, they should get all of you nerds to give all of your money to them. So I don't know. We don't hate these people. And that's exactly what we were talking about with like, I said I didn't like this thing there, and you interpret that as, oh, it's an attack. You must hate this.
Well, this is another example.
It's like, no.
Right. It's proving the point that the left has no theory of mind for the opposition.
Correct. Yeah, you cannot put yourself. The thing is, we understand how you think, and we can put ourselves in your shoes very easily. The left is incapable of putting themselves in the shoes of the enemy. They have no theory of mind for what the right wing thinks.
a Nazi-controlled pub deep in occupied France. I mean, YouTube. And this weirdly aggressive hate doesn't stop with real women either. One of the
weirdly aggressive hate. What?
That makes no sense.
This is exactly what happened when I did that Candela Obscura review, and Reddit described it as an unhinged rant. And I'm like, very calmly, just like, this is actually not why we have these rules in games like this.
Right. Of course.
It's
every
insane.
time.
But here's the thing. Now he's arguing with the comment section as if it is us.
The most liked comments on the God of War video I've been talking about makes an argument that they're definitely not racist, but they hate the fact that there's a black girl in the game, because black people didn't exist in ancient Norse mythology, right? So creating an original character who happens to be a black girl is just bad writing. Well, that's a pretty rich argument to make underneath a video that argues the old God of War games, the ones that are totally based on an authentic depiction of Greek mythology, and not pandering to an entire generation of men who grew up obsessed with a completely fabricated version of Spartan culture. I mean, if anyone wants to make the argument that a game or any other work of art is objectively bad because it's not an authentic reflection of the culture or materials that
Actually, I gotta have another midwit moment here. Tom Cruise in The Last Samurai is not the last samurai.
That is true.
And you would fucking know that if you had watched the movie.
And also, he's made several points here which we all know are wrong and are wrong. In bad faith.
In bad faith, arguing with our comment section to arguments we didn't make in the video at this point.
These people are not... they are not impressive people. These are not galaxy brain mega computers that you need to outwit.
Right.
It's this argument about the black in God of War, or what was the other one he made? It doesn't matter.
Fucking matter.
If you're not taking the source material seriously enough, this is no different than.
Oh, I know.
It's just like the. The new God of War is telling a deep, compelling story about fatherhood and crying and all of these things.
Those important things.
What do you mean? You hate quality? It's exactly the same kind of argument here. You mean someone in utter bad faith completely perverted the source material or the mainline inspiration of a work of art or a game in bad faith, obviously, to send a particular political message.
Right.
What do you mean you hate culture? Are you telling me you can't tell a story that has a black person in it?
Yeah, that's obviously what we meant.
Yeah. So when you see this, there's a couple of strategies in their playbook.
Yeah.
It's a very
and it's so
stupid,
predictable.
It's exactly the same thing all of the time. When you see this, and we've all seen it for a long, long time now.
You called Marisha Ray a fake gamer girl. What? You don't like powerful, strong women in the RPG space?
Yeah,
that's the leap.
Right. Exactly.
Like, fuck you.
Inspired it. Then, if anything, the original God of War games are just as bad, if not worse, in these sins. The point is this, guys. None of this is real. It's all fantasy make-believe.
Again,
this
all
is the pressure release
political.
valve. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. It's all political. It all means something. God of War made me a better man. It's all fake, though, guys.
It's all fake,
imagination.
Though. This is no big deal.
Why are you getting so upset about this?
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, dude. You're not clever.
And don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with loving and supporting and immersing yourself in worlds of fantasy and make-believe. But you're not fighting a war for intellectualism while you do it. You just don't like it when your bigoted beliefs are challenged.
I also don't know what this, you're not fighting a war for intellectualism. I don't know.
It's much bigger than
that. Yeah. I'm fighting a war against intellectualism.
Yeah. Also, he just came off at least couching the criticism as a question. Why would they choose the Nazi
Right.
meme? It's kind of weird, but we jump right to, you're angry that your bigoted beliefs are being challenged.
Right.
Huge leap in complete bad faith. And again, every accusation is a confession.
Right. And again, this video in particular.
That is the animating spirit of why he is making this video.
Right.
And why the left is rightfully really freaking out at this point.
Right. And so this video of ours that he has up here, RPGs are not activism. I do encourage people to go watch. It's very short. It's only 8 minutes. And it was about Garibay. It was from the Garibay video. It was just a clip of that.
Yes.
The point of that, again, was you saying that people who are telling you that your RPG experience has to be some sort of social work are fucking enemies. Like, you can play your game and enjoy it, and this does not have to be participation in the fucking like march of progressivism through everything.
Yes.
And that was made several years ago when the culture war was not exactly going our way. Anyway, let's get some super chats here. Scroll up. What if I did want to compare myself to the Germans? Huh, Lefty? What if I really did go Hugo Boss? What will you do when normies still side with me?
What indeed?
I don't know. He was a little touchy childrenly. Oh, man. Sin against the tribe is sin against the one. Yeah.
Yep.
Go home, gamer girl. BLG fans, probably. Yeah. Does he not realize you're friends with Kelsey Dion? Well, we're getting to that because that's
he
a part of
definitely
this
does
video.
not.
Yeah, he definitely does not.
Especially when your bigoted beliefs are challenged in one of the only spaces that you feel secure in, gaming. In the
It's also, it's like, I know you only feel safe in one place and you're cowering in fear for the rest of your life.
a wildly popular video essay, How Comedy Was Destroyed by an Anti-Reality Doomsday Cult, Elephant Graveyard makes the very brilliant connection that all of these...
I have not seen this video. I don't know who Elephant Graveyard is.
I don't know.
Guarantee you it's not a brilliant point.
insecure men with bad or absent dads really love pro wrestling. And
there it is again. Bad or absent dads. And they really love pro wrestling.
within the pro wrestling industry exists this concept of the kayfabe, or kayfabe, I think. Now, kayfabe is a term used to describe the phenomenon in which the fictionalized elements of pro wrestling are presented as being real. In order for it all to work, the audience must buy into the kayfabe. It's a delicate thing, and honestly, it's beautiful. To be honest, I used to just assume that pro wrestling was for trashy, dumb people. But I recently attended my first ever WWE Raw event. I went with my best friend who grew up with it, and he has always loved wrestling. And before I went, we were talking about it, and I asked him, like, what is the point of wrestling? Doesn't everybody know that it's all fake?
This is like saying, what's the point of like reading a book or
watching
going
a movie?
Like,
none of it's real.
It's not real. Yeah, it's literally like that scene in They Came Together where
I don't read.
Amy Poehler is on a date with Ed Helms, and she's like, I like fiction books, and he's like, yeah, I don't like those. She goes, why? He goes, it's not real. It's like,
what do you mean?
They're making us read The Great Gatsby in high school, and I asked the teacher, I was like, did this happen? She's like, no.
No.
And I was like, why'd they write it down?
And he simply responded to me, of course we do, but that's what makes it so much fun. And you know what? He was totally right. I became one with the kayfabe, and I had a goddamn blast. It really is just like playing Dungeons and Dragons. It made me feel kind of hypocritical in the moment. We all know that it's kind of weird that we're sitting around a table, speaking in silly voices, playing with little figures, and pretending to fight monsters and save the world. But that's what makes it so fun, right? It's the buy-in. It's that mutual, unspoken suspension of disbelief that we all share. It's the kayfabe. And that's the real danger here. God of War...
I don't know how that's
real
the real danger. I'm sure he's going to tell us. But, oh no, he hasn't said the part that's going to be relevant to this yet. Okay. Let's see here. Take the dirty sock off the mic, you commie. I used to hate wrestling, but then I noticed all big oily men rubbing against each other.
Is not real. D&D is not real. Professional wrestling is not real. Children often struggle to separate fantasy from reality. That's why I thought pro wrestling.
And as we've already established that Black Lodge Games and all their commenters are children, that's what's going on here as well.
Right.
We can't separate fact from fiction or anything like that.
Wrestling was just for dumb, trashy people. Remember?
He thought that wrestling was just for dumb, trashy people. That is a sign of low character.
Yes.
And what he wanted to say was white trash.
Yes.
didn't know any better.
Oh no, it's Burnett Frazier. I loved the live stream yesterday. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
man.
if you're wondering what live stream he's talking about, we
Over
played
on our locals.
Yeah, on locals.
Yes.
We played Bloodlines 2 and showed how shit the game is.
God,
Pulled
it's
us back a
bad.
bit. Yeah.
Is not real. Children often struggle to separate fantasy from reality. That's why I thought pro wrestling was just for dumb, trashy people. Remember? I didn't know any better. But that's a big part of growing up, isn't it? Healing from your past trauma. Accepting and understanding the cold hard fact that while fantasy sure is fun, and it is art, and it is important, it is not real. Critical Role and Sony Santa Monica know this. That's why they...
This is so fucking retarded. He himself correctly acknowledges that normal people understand
Yeah.
that fact and fiction are not the same thing.
Yeah.
But he's couching, this is why D&D and blah, 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 blah is so, it's disentangling. Dude, you said the correct thing a minute ago, and you're trying to just get that point in there without me noticing. You're completely delegitimizing your own point, and again, introducing a frame in bad faith.
Right.
create the art that they do. They help us escape this twisted hellscape we're all living in these days.
Again, like Charlottesville.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
This thing that happened 10 years ago.
And they allow us to explore and learn things about ourselves we otherwise couldn't or wouldn't. It's beautiful, man. I love it. But to so many insecure men out there, it's not a fantasy. It's real. It's everything they've ever known. They're still living in the kayfabe, and they're clutching onto it for dear life. It's safer and easier to sit back and consume rather than question and consider and the potentially uncomfortable realities.
Once again, that is a clip from a video of us sticking up for Ginny D and saying that we liked what she said.
Yeah. This is also completely incoherent in the way he is reaching this point. So, we are children who cannot distinguish fact from fiction. Chuds and right-wingers and incels do not understand fact from fiction. They have children brains.
Right.
And so it's not an escape for them. It's literally the real world where it actually should be some kind of an escape. And yet an escape of the trauma, the struggle of the real world would entail a sort of freedom from social burdens, which obviously is not the case if you do it. But it is the case for their side as long as they maintain the proper level of piety. Right.
Reality is where women can be successful business people, men can wear nail polish and cry and still be men, and that it's okay to be gay or have a gay son. Oh yeah, so remember that thumbnail I clicked on, the thumbnail that sparked this entire video essay? Well, like I said, the copy on the thumbnail says "my gay son," and it's in really big, bold, obnoxious font. So that's
yes, it is.
Clearly a sticking point to these guys. And the video it leads to asserts that Atreus, Kratos' son, is a whiny little bitch. And I'm no...
Yeah, but again, the purpose of the thumbnail was essentially to parody the kind of pseudo-intellectual slop that's made on YouTube, and to instill the feelings in people like you that led to you making this video.
Exactly.
Because we knew that people would go like, what does that
Mission
mean?
accomplished
My
completely.
gay son. What does this mean? Wait, it's for chicks and midwits. What is this?
Yeah. It's
And-
exactly the what is that
You-
canceled show from the meme?
Which
They're-
one?
You know, they said my gay son, but they seem to be.
Oh yeah,
like, what does it mean?
Apple TV show with
Yeah.
Jessica Chastain.
Yes.
Where she's doing the research. What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Yeah, that's why we made it.
But I did eat breakfast. So they're saying they did. They did.
Yeah. But they're
No Sherlock Holmes here or anything, but it seems to insinuate that according to this community of who I argue are insecure men, that being gay or having a gay son, I guess, is a bad thing. And
again, you can't just see the image and click the video and get it. You're
Yeah.
incapable of that.
Right.
So you have to come up with, again, the complex chains of reasoning that, well, it must mean that they have a problem with gay people and that they think having a gay son is bad. And but you missed it, dude. You already missed it.
Yep.
And it's for the same reason that, well, I can't say that he got the meme wrong earlier because I think that was just bad faith.
Which
the,
meme?
The Nazi meme thing.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that was
He
just
clearly
bad
got
faith.
it, and is
Yeah.
exactly
Right.
yet, Black Lodge Games seems perfectly happy to profit and make a name for themselves off of the award-winning, industry-shaping work of an openly queer woman. So,
Holy shit, Kelsey's gay?
Whoa, I didn't know that.
That's news to me, man.
Yeah, got to pull all our Shucked Oyster books.
Yeah. Okay. And here's
Canceling
the
Blood
thing.
More.
Are we profiting off of? Are we like stealing the Arcane Library's profits? Or
I wish he has a lot of money.
or are we profiting off of the very original work that we did that was
Yes.
inspired by her? Because I think it's
Yes.
just the fucking latter.
It obviously is, and this is
It's like, was Kelsey Dion, when she was writing for 5e, was she just profiting off of the backs of Mike Merles, that awful white man?
yeah. She has Gary Gygax's soul in a
Right.
box somewhere, and is tormenting it.
Yeah, like
give me your ideas.
Yeah, she's got him on the rack. She's cranking
Right.
it. Give me your money. Give me more pennies.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And we know
I know.
this guy doesn't believe it because if we made some left wing slop,
Right.
this criticism would not be made.
Right.
It would be couched in a much more accurate way, which is a rising tide lifts all ships. And it's a community of people supporting each other, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
This sort
Instead,
of
it's
this zero sum framing. We
Right.
have
It's right wing grifter
know-
straight males who are trying to just profit off of the innocent gay woman.
We're
who
literally
is-
stealing
yeah,
from her.
We're literally stealing
breaking
from
into
her.
her house
Yeah.
and into her bank vault. And
Yeah.
with the sacks of cash.
We're writing our names in all the copies of Shadowdark RPG core book.
Right.
Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, honestly, kudos to you for making it this far in the video. But also, we got to talk about this game called Shadowdark, okay? Now,
Okay, what do we got for?
What do we got?
It's interesting he brings up that point, considering how much WotC hates white men, but are perfectly happy to profit off their work. Well, yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Only enjoyable part of this video is the constant Fraser and Steve with Roger Daltrey screen cut. Do you have another one of these?
I do.
I'm going to be parched in a moment. There's a super chat from someone named Delcy Keown. Can't believe you guys supported a gay person. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it.
Shadowdark is an independently published tabletop role-playing game, or TTRPG for short. It's basically a simplified version of modern Dungeons & Dragons that is heavily inspired by the classic versions of the game that came before it. Shadowdark came out at this perfect lightning in a bottle time, because back in 2023, the company behind D&D made a big oopsie and tried to revoke the rights of third-party creators. Nobody liked that. But then Kelsey Dion, one of the most successful third-party D&D creators, came along and said, hey, you can use my new system, Shadowdark, to make your own content and sell it for profit. As long as you copy and paste some text in the front of your book, I'm totally cool with it. And of course, everybody loved that.
Correct. Everybody loved that. And we encourage every game developer out there to release their games under open licenses, as we will be doing with our own as well.
Correct.
And Black Lodge Games, the same guys who seem to enjoy comparing themselves to Nazis and think that being a whining and annoying kid makes you gay, really
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
released their own book that's meant to be used with Shadowdark. It's called The Shucked Oyster. Its primary feature is a whorehouse you can feature in your own Shadowdark campaigns. And I think it did pretty well on Kickstarter. I've seen people talking about it, and it seems to be well received. Anyway, I don't want to paint a picture here that Shadowdark only appeals to this kind of content and these kinds of people. There's also...
No one would ever
No one would think that.
No one would ever think that. We are like one of probably 10 people publicly in the RPG space that are willing to discuss anything right-wing at all. Like,
right, of course. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. You know that's not true. You're just spilling blood for good boy points. Fuck off.
All sorts of people from all sorts of backgrounds that love and play and make cool stuff for Shadowdark. That's why Kelsey made the license the way that she did. She wanted to be as inclusive and non-gatekeepy as possible.
Okay. First of all, you're saying gatekeepy. Again, you just say you don't want to gatekeep. But this also, it's again, you're using this language of inclusivity that has its own political baggage attached to it. And I just caution you, like with what you did to us, don't put political baggage on other people. Like that you're just assuming. This is just, it's really fucking annoying.
With her game. And so, yeah, you're probably thinking, what does all of this have to do with anything? Well, Kelsey Dion has gone on the record talking about her wife. She's especially mentioned how supportive her wife has been as she's worked to build a career writing and publishing TTRPG content, a career that ultimately led to the creation of Shadowdark. Now, I think that's pretty rad. Hell, I have a wife too, as evidenced by my living room, and she's pretty dang supportive. It feels good. It really does. But remember that I am a man, and Kelsey Dion is a woman. So, if she has a wife, I'm pretty sure that that would plant her rather firmly somewhere in the LGBTQIA+ community. Now, self-proclaimed intellectual men profit off of the work of brilliant women all of the time. This is literally...
It's never happened. It's never happened in reverse, though. That's literally never happened.
Doesn't happen when you like it. When someone you don't like does something, it's 100% at the complete expense of some outgroup.
Right.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
This framing is bullshit. You're a liar, and everybody is understanding this fact.
Right.
And there's no point to argue with these people.
Right.
You meet these people in real life. You meet these people online. You see these people talking to you through your screen. Do not argue with these people, the finer points of logic, or try and make your case.
Right.
They do not care.
Right.
They will not stop.
Right.
Under any circumstances. So treat them accordingly.
Yeah.
Really nothing new. I just thought it was worth pointing out that these guys don't seem to mind when somebody's gay or a woman or a gay woman, so long as they can use their work or validation in order to justify their own rhetoric.
Again, no theory of mind for the enemy. It is impossible to imagine that the opposing side would have opposing views and not be a foaming at the mouth, rabid mutant. Right.
Yeah. This is so ridiculous. Come on.
Oh, and make money. In fact...
Oh, they made money.
Yeah.
Not that.
Made it worse.
They made money, which was bad.
They made
but Kelsey,
bad
she
money.
made millions of dollars. That was good.
That was good money.
Yeah.
In a way, they seem to really love and respect Kelsey.
In a way, they seem.
Yeah.
It's this really
How it's
weird.
very weird.
It's very strange. In a way, they seem to love and,
What
and
do they
respect her.
mean?
What do they mean? Yeah. Fuck you, dude.
How are they the ones lying here?
Yeah.
How are they? I don't see them slipping the knife in her.
Yeah.
I don't see either of them reaching for her wallet. How does it work? I don't get it. I don't see the magic trick. Where's it happening?
It's like this really strange thing that's happening.
So much so that, much to my surprise, and apparently to the surprise of their own fan base based on this comment, they invited her to sit down for an interview on their channel.
Yeah, it's really shocking that, we made a product
A very
for that
successful
game,
product.
and when we ended up being at the same convention as the person who made the game that we made the product for, that it's really weird that they reached out to talk.
Yeah. Very wild.
Fucking crazy,
It's
man. That's
Not any kind of behavior I've ever seen.
That's a mystery. That one.
I can't figure it out.
Couldn't figure it out.
Now, like I said before, I have an insane amount of respect for Kelsey. I don't know her personally, but I have had some interactions with her on.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah.
It's true. You do not know her personally. She has friend smell on her.
Right.
And if that were to change for any reason, you would completely abandon all support. You do not have a ton of respect. You have to truly appreciate. In some sense, you do have to know someone, either by their work or by actually knowing them. You have not checked either of those boxes. I guarantee you do not appreciate anything
online, and I do know a lot of people that do know her personally, and I've never heard anything but incredible things about her. She's also very happy.
And it's all true, because we do know Kelsey, and it is all 100% true.
To support the Shadow Dark community, and she shouts out third-party creators all the time. She really walks the walk, man. She's the real deal. But as I watched this interview, it didn't take long for the true colors of Black Lodge Games to come to light. Just minutes into the video, this guy says that Kelsey's open support of the Shucked Oyster was his white pill moment.
Huge white pill experience.
Yeah.
It almost passes by without recognition, but the other guy seems to get a bit uncomfortable.
We got a body language expert here or something? What's going on?
This is a botched physiognomy body language expert.
Yeah, like psychoanalysis, like, ooh, yeah, see, he's getting uncomfortable.
It's almost like their cover was blown.
I've almost got the check.
Kelsey
I've almost
cocks
got
her
the money.
head.
Don't blow it. Don't blow it.
All right, sorry. I fucked up the muting on this. We'll start again.
Yeah.
It almost passes by without recognition, but the other guy seems to get a bit uncomfortable. It's almost like their cover was blown or something. Kelsey cocks her head and she says she's never heard of that term before.
I've never heard that term before.
Yeah.
And then the guy who said it straight up lies to Kelsey's face and says that he made it all up. It's his own term.
It's my invention.
Okay, I'll credit you. What is it?
I invented that. Yeah.
Yeah, you just fucking lied to her, man. You're just like, almost gave away the fucking ruse there. Yeah, I made that up. Ooh.
Oh, no.
You
sweating like the guy in the
retard. Like, you absolute fucking retard. Oh, my God.
Well, surprise. He did not, in fact, make it up.
Sorry.
Huge surprise.
Huge surprise.
You're the first, yeah. I have to come clean. This is the first. It's a press release. I did not invent the term white pill.
Yeah. That's like saying, like, hey, that's really cool. And if she had been like, cool, like, I've never heard that before.
term.
And you're like, I made it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then someone was like, hey, newsflash, he didn't make up the word cool.
I know. This is so retarded.
This is so retarded.
So bad. This is not how you do a takedown.
No.
You're reaching so far, dude. Like, you look like a fucking retard.
I actually hadn't heard of the term white-pilled before, but I also haven't been on 4chan since I was like 16 years old. So you guys are gonna...
I thing is, yes, you have. Yes, you know, you've heard that term before.
And for those, if we have to explain this, because he's going to explain it.
He's going to explain it
again.
poorly.
They can't. The meme it eludes their grasp. They can't understand and just and get something. I understand if Kelsey didn't know what that term was. It's because she's not terminally online. This guy, I guarantee you, is terminally online. What it means to be white-pilled. This is a reference. Originally, it started with The Matrix. Actually, it started with Total Recall, if you've actually seen that movie. But the red pill from The Matrix, wake up from La La Land. Blue pill,
stay in the Matrix.
Asleep. So it's like the waking up to the hard truth versus staying asleep in blissful ignorance.
Yes.
The white pill is simply optimism, hope.
Right.
You know, I took the white pill and now I'm optimistic and I see the future is good. The black pill being pessimism. It's that simple.
Exactly.
You're going to have to forgive me, but I did do my research and I'm catching up, okay? So, according to a definition submitted to, you guessed it, Urban Dictionary, being white-pilled describes struggling and sexless males having undergone a positive transformation.
I got to stop him right here because he's not even starting with the beginning of the definition that is on the screen in front of your face.
Urban Dictionary is actually correct here, and we could see it with his screen cap here.
Screen cap. What are
choosing
the first
the third
words?
entry down or the fourth entry down?
Yeah, the first. The state of having taken the white pill, which is essentially enlightenment and hope, with an acceptance of the good and bad realities of one's situation and the world they're in, with resolve to still move forward and do what good can be done.
Completely accurate.
Typically a graduation of being red-pilled.
Yes.
Which is to become awakened to...
You're being lied to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We all know what it means.
We all know what it means. But it's... obviously, the white pill, it's about frustrated incels.
Yeah, it's an incel dog whistle.
Yeah.
Probably a white nationalist symbol as well, maybe.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure it is.
It has
you
white in the
fucking
name.
asshole. Fuck you.
The term can also be used more generally about the future and all mankind. Yikes. Another definition clarifies...
Big yikes, guys.
Is that the state of having taken the white pill, which is essentially enlightenment and hope, with an acceptance of the good and bad realities of one's situation and a world they're in, with resolve to move forward and do what good can be done. That sounds great, but then it finishes off the definition by saying it is typically a graduation of being red-pilled. So there we go, guys. We finally got...
Yeah, I don't know.
You
Red
finally
pilled
cracked this fucking
I
case,
finally
dude.
cracked it. I didn't know what white pilled meant. I couldn't possibly have even known what that meant. However, I knew to get the Pepe fucking loading the goddamn howitzer with a red pill meme.
Right.
Yeah, like, fuck you. You're not fooling anybody.
Got there. It does not take a genius to see the blatantly obvious allusions to red-pilled ideology that these guys use to attract other insecure, scared men to join them in their intellectual gamer kayfabe. So, according to a paper published on...
You guys heard it here. You're all here. We're inculcating you and finding all of you disaffected young men to come be part of our incel army to overthrow something. I don't even know. Or just to be angrier and more scared and more homophobic. And
more powerless.
Yeah. That's definitely our shtick.
On New America, the red pill is a term that comes from the 1990 film The Matrix and has become a framework for individuals to describe their awakening to some previously hidden supposed reality. This termination is used to describe their realization that men do not hold systematic power or privilege. And
okay.
This is being framed.
Yeah.
It's a lie that all of the accusations and the abuse that's been hoisted upon you for as long as you can remember at this point is not the given state of affairs. That it might be a lie that they might be operating in bad faith and out of just pure unmitigated hatred.
Right.
To even conceive that this is not just the case, that you are eternally damned for the crime of existence, that is problematic, and you probably should go to jail for it.
Okay, so we've got more super chats. Crub Lord saying, "Wait until he finds the bros. His mind will melt." Oh,
I don't think that he will.
Yeah.
I don't think he's online enough.
I am a man, allegedly. In all seriousness, he's a sanctimonious prick. Yes.
Absolutely.
Fuck off. His wife is a bigger thespian than Kelsey's. All right, come on. Don't, seriously, though, don't talk about people's wives or girlfriends or anything like that. We are not about that here. Oh, for fuck's sake, even tankies are white-pilled. And if I have to explain what a tanky is like the turbo commies.
Yeah.
Like literal like state communism.
Of course, yes,
like,
yes,
so
yes.
they want like a new, like it's like turbo Sovietism. The jig is up, boys. He figured you out. Your Shadow Dark third-party supplement, money siphoning empire is crumbling.
Sadly.
Exactly. He's only uncomfortable because he's around a woman. I was a best man at a lesbian wedding. The guy doesn't know anything about the LGBT community. This is also true.
Yeah.
The first time that someone publicly tried coming after us and calling us Nazis, I was at a gay wedding. So it's like, fuck you. Like, you fucking retards.
Well, this is also a frequent, what would you say? It's a frequent thing among the left, you know. Much is said about blacks or minorities or whatever. Poor Hispanics. Very few of these people have actually ever met a black person.
I know.
Or anything approaching
or
their...
had any black or Hispanic friends.
Have barely even ever seen their
very
supposed...
obvious from the way that they speak about them.
I know.
And their interactions with them. That sounds great. Where do I sign up? Yeah.
Instead, they awaken to the truth that socially, economically, and sexually,
Shit, an incel kayfabe? Can I be triple K?
men are at the whim of women and feminists' power and desires. As in the film, to be blue pill.
This is also, I think, a terrible explanation of like the red pill dating side of this. That he's talking about. It's waking up
Of
that
the actual
you're at the
manosphere.
whims of women. It's like that's not even what the manosphere.
No, that is that's definitely not what they say.
Yeah.
Is to accept the mainstream narrative and choose to live in ignorance of the truths of the world. Red pillars see themselves as intellectually superior, i.e., definitely not midwits.
It's not intellectually superior. It's that you're not. Okay, let me put this in terms maybe you can understand.
Even if that was true, it's impossible to be intellectually superior and not be just and not be a cope.
Right, but it's like it's about seeing through the illusion, or perhaps
It has
you might
nothing
even
to do with
say
IQ.
being awake, or perhaps a term you might understand, woke.
Yeah.
That is which is sort of the origin of that term. You fucking moron.
To blue-pilled normies. New America goes on to explain that the red-pilled terminology grew in male supremacist forums and was adopted more broadly by far-right and white supremacist groups to describe their own versions of awakenings, conspiracist worldviews that often overlapped with male supremacist positions such as anti-feminism.
This is so retarded, it's not even worth addressing that part of it.
The successful Kickstarter...
White nationalists meaning everything I disagree with.
Right.
We all know.
And public endorsement of a Shadow Dark supplement focused primarily on adding a brothel to a game that these guys play, presumably with other insecure men.
Presumably. You have no idea what the composition of our table is.
Was the moment that pulled this guy out of his doomer lifestyle and brought him back into the safety and comfort of his...
Kelsey cured your inceldom.
Yeah. Thank you, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Spike TV-based whatever pilled kayfabe. Yikes. And
yikes.
Big yikes. Like, are you not even aware of the memes that make fun of people like you for saying stuff like big yikes and like, Jesus.
You know what? As a designer and publisher of my own Shadow Dark compatible adventures...
Wait a minute. Yeah.
We got
pull an audit here.
Yeah, we got a straight white male here
Making money off of Shadow Dark.
Yeah.
What's that about?
What's that about, big guy? What's
Yeah.
going on there?
Yeah, what's going on? Does Kelsey know about this?
I thought it was only we were allowed to steal money from her.
Yeah.
And
How'd you get away with it?
yeah, yeah, he's definitely not making money off of the back of an openly queer woman. You know, it's definitely
Not what's going on here.
Not what's going on here.
I gotta say, there's actually a lot of cool ideas in the Shucked Oyster, but I can't help but raise an eyebrow over the fact that they chose a brothel as their marquee feature. Because
You didn't get the thumbnail. You certainly aren't getting why we chose a brothel either. Because we knew that some people were going to bounce off of it and some people were going to go, ooh, I don't get it. But we knew that a lot of people were going to read it and they were going to love it.
They were going to get the joke.
They were going to get, and the premise.
Yes.
Because it's not about a brothel. You're not going there to fuck chicks. Oh my God.
Because, you know, brothels are bastions of absolute manhood, right? Whorehouses are places where totally healthy and secure men go to pay women for sexual gratification that they could totally find otherwise. And they're totally healthy and respectful relationships with the women that they in no way struggle to find, respect, or hold on to in their own lives. Everybody knows that. They even have a small section in the book that clarifies that the Shucked Oyster isn't intended as an excuse to roleplay sexual encounters, but that if you choose to do so, they can only ask you to be normal about it. Even though they say, we know that may be difficult for many of you. Look, it's this type of thinly veiled hint hint, shove shove nods towards their white pilled or red pilled or whatever pilled audience of men that says, hey, we see you and we get you, but we won't fully embrace you because we want people like Kelsey Dion to like us. To fully embrace you in public would be just a step too far. But don't get it twisted, guys. You know who we really are. You know how we really feel. The blue pilled normies just wouldn't get it. And look, I don't think that there's
This is the most deranged and
Part of
retarded.
the video, yeah.
I'm, you know, it's not deranged. It's just a lie.
Doesn't he mean sex worker house?
Yeah, I know. He said whorehouse.
He's so presumptuous, condescending, and insulting, but also trying to hide it and won't openly say incels because he wants to come off as a nice guy. Here's the thing. If you took from that section of...
Don't like it too much. Try to be normal so that you can enjoy your rape fantasy on the down low with this
or
supplement.
even just the fantasy that you're going to the brothel to roleplay and have sex.
Right.
That, oh, wink, wink. You know,
Yeah.
like we're telling you, we get it, guys, but, you know, keep that on the down low. If that's what you took from it,
You're
you are
retarded.
You are beyond retarded. Like that. We wrote that because we knew that there are freaks and furries and people who would see this and go, brothel, erotic roleplay supplement. I know exactly what
I pick it up what you're putting down.
Got what you get. That's what it's going to be for. It's great.
I hear you,
And
pal.
Everybody who complained about it being a brothel, none of them were, I mean, we had like one or two people say they couldn't buy it because religious concerns and things like that. Totally fair. Get it. But the people who saw that section and got pissed about it were exactly who we knew were going to get pissed about it. It was people going like,
why are there no male whores?
Yeah.
Why are you calling them whores?
why are you calling them whores? Yeah, there's no male prostitutes here. This is not like, I really wanted to like this, but the fact that
Why didn't I put these?
why isn't this more inclusive?
Right.
Fuck you. That's not what it's about. And that's why we're telling you that's not what it's about, because we know that you
think that
fucking freaks out there are going to make this about erotic role play, and it's a premise for adventures, and it's a quite good premise for adventures.
Some might say a great premise.
Yeah. So the fact that you took us telling people be normal as us telling our little incel buddies, hey guys, be normal. You know, don't whip your dicks out too early, and not looking at this sea of freaks out there that
have totally ruined everything.
Everything.
Know exactly what they do.
You know exactly who we're talking about.
Yeah. Fuck you.
there's anything inherently wrong with featuring brothels in your fantasy gaming endeavors. Unlike a lot of things that these guys seem to love and adore.
Yeah, this is the don't be weird caveat isn't a secret, but really be weird as fuck. Right. Some English teacher logic. The curtains are fucking blue. Yeah. YouTube won't post my real opinion about this guy.
Door. Brothels are actually real things. They exist for better and worse, and they're not something that should be shied away from, especially in forms of art, where audiences can explore everything that comes with a brothel and consider what all of that means, how they affect the community.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here? It also makes things all the more tragic. In the Shucked Oyster, yes, it does. To be honest, he's probably triggered that you clowned erotic roleplay. Probably.
Community that they're in and the women that work within them in a safe and constructive way. But again, this really does raise the question.
Yeah, let's propose a pseudo-medieval or sword and sorcery world where there's a brothel. It's a place where, you should go and interact in a safe and constructive way. Have you ever read anything ever?
Yeah.
Like stories or history? These are not good places to work. It is not it's 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 a upstanding business pillar of the community. The women who work there.
The mayor holds town council there.
This is a great choice that they've gone to work there. It's
kids come here.
Yeah.
They love it here.
What exactly makes a compelling story? Is it simply the fact that whores exist and we get to call them whores as much as possible because these women are whores? Or is it addressing these subjects with nuance and respect? Because I gotta say, in their video promoting the Shucked Oyster, this guy really leans into the latter camp. Throughout the video, he refers to the women of the Shucked Oyster as ladies.
This whole thing, we're trying to...
They love calling women whores.
They love calling women whores. It's
it's not that that's literally the name of the profession as well in a medieval brothel.
Exactly, of course. But but once again, bad faith, presenting as a given the idea that it is your responsibility, our responsibility in this case, to give an overly weepy, burdensome, emotional roller coaster that is taking sex work seriously, whatever the fuck that means, which doesn't mean anything. It means I would like you to not make money and I would like you not to live, is ultimately what the spirit of that burden is for. That makes no fucking sense. It's not in any way reasonable to expect. It's also not reasonable for anybody who wants this overwrought caricature to be welcome in any group, because they're almost certainly a freak.
Right.
We all understand what this is. We all understand what simplistic premises are. Right. We understand that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, and arguing about it is the handiwork of someone who is too weak to stop you, but hates you with every fiber of their being.
Yeah. Fine ladies.
But also whores and harlots and frumpets or strumpets or something like that.
We wanted the bizarre prostitutes, any of these surly whores, is to simulate the catty and mercurial nature of the prostitutes, that both the whores, awful trollops, the ladies are fickle. The next time you see these painted strumpets...
Man, it really is nice to see men approach these complex subject matters with a deep respect and intellectual prowess.
The point was not to. The express point was to treat them with disrespect. I can't tell you any clearer. I killed Paul Allen and I liked
it. Yeah, this was the thing. The people who came, who really were upset that we were making this, it was because we were not presenting this as sex workers and things.
Yep.
This a respectable... You're not treating this with respect.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, because it's not respectable.
Because it's not respectable.
Right.
I'm sorry, but being a prostitute is not something that is respectable.
In the Shucked Oyster and at your house.
And at your house. Yeah, exactly. I guess that's it. Fuck off.
That's my You lose.
Like, do you really think that working in a brothel in a grimdark fantasy world is going to be pleasant, be something respectful or anything? Or is it going to be immiserating and dangerous and be a place that does nothing but take from the people who work there and take from the people who patronize it.
Yep. Of course. That
Also,
is what would happen.
you fucking moron, I know you haven't read the book. The brothel burns down all the time. It's going to burn down as soon as you start playing.
That's
don't
true.
Go to the brothel. You can go there to carouse, and it will potentially cause it to burn down. It's actually pretty clever, if I do say so myself. But the brothel is not what it's about. The brothel...
It's a meeting point of NPCs.
Yes, it is a connecting point that connects a lot of disparate characters together.
Right.
And those characters have weird unidirectional ties to each other, so it creates chaos and new adventures out of that. The characters are important. And frankly, even the whores that work at the fucking whorehouse, I love those characters. And some of them, there's a couple that are kind of Looney Tunes, a little bit, for sure. But there are some of them that are have quite a lot going on there and can potentially go off and turn your campaign in much different directions. So just fuck you. I know you haven't even read this thing. I know you haven't read it.
And even if he had, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter. He does not care. There's nothing that we could do, say, right. That will absolve us of the crime of having the enemy ant smell.
Exactly. And this is what all of you need to understand, and I'm sure I think you all do. It will never be enough.
Yes.
Nothing you do will ever be enough for these people simply because they know the ant smell. They know that you have the bad ant smell and that they are enemies.
Yes. They do not want peace with you.
Right.
They want you to go away.
Right. I may be wrong, but the only thing I can find linked to this guy's name and a published Shadow Dark supplement is a character sheet.
I didn't even look what he made or what he didn't
I couldn't
make.
tell you. Maybe he might have an adventure in development.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Don't care.
Yeah. We support women's wrongs. Bought Shucked Oyster today, enjoying my $sign after DTRPG takes a cut. Thank you. Yeah,
thank
we will.
you, dude.
We
Thank
very
you,
much
thank
appreciate
you.
it. And by the way, the Shucked Oyster just hit
Is
gold
seller, and it's
gold bestseller on
Is it
drive-thru.
still
Deal of the day ended sometime this morning.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but it was the deal of the day yesterday.
Yeah. No doubt will be again at some point.
Some point, yeah.
Book is definitely not for midwits. And look, am I saying this is...
That is correct. The book
That
is
is
not
correct.
for midwits.
For high IQ galaxy.
High IQ retards.
all irrefutable proof that these guys and the men in their comment sections and the millions of other scared and insecure men out there today actually feel this way about the women in their real life? No, of course not. But it is clear.
Am I saying all of these things?
Have I?
No, of course not. But
have you listened to me for however long you've been listening to me?
You can
guys
just ignore everything that he said before the but.
I'm not actually saying to kill them.
but
clear that to them, this is how women in the narratives that they create, these immersive narratives, can and should be treated. Like whores, harlots, and strumpets. But wait, come on guys, it's tongue-in-cheek. It's gaming, it's fantasy. This is all just for fun, it's not real. Well, the thing is, when we blur the lines between fiction and reality, when the kayfabe takes over and everything...
Yeah, when you become Zach Smith, this is like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, a real paragon.
Yeah. Edgy we do or say is just a joke, then nothing is a joke, and it all starts becoming very real. Black Lodge Games makes a big point throughout all of their content and even on their channel description that they are on a mission from God to make RPGs and the narratives that are told through RPGs more immersive. No compromises, they say. But they also assert that playing a character who grapples with the consequences of their past, who isn't always sure what exactly is the right thing to do, and who struggles to raise his son in a way that won't pass on the emotional trauma that he carries with him, is not compelling at all. That's a stupid game for stupid people and chicks. But a strumpet who will service you for extra XP between dungeon crawls? Now that is the type of engaging realism that this hobby needs more of. The absolute hypocrisy is insane. These guys are obsessed with pills, man.
It's not worth it. I would be wasting my time to try to get bent out of shape trying to correct all of these accusations.
Yeah.
This is complete bad faith strawman argument. We all understand what is happening here.
Right. Elffinder
all the-
asking
oh, go
real
ahead.
quick, any chance of a video review of Bloodlines 2? Yes.
Yeah, that will be coming.
That will be coming. Yeah.
This entire video, like I said earlier at the beginning, this is proof that we are winning.
Yeah.
It is proof that we have essentially won at this point. These are not impressive people. Their arguments are simply factually wrong. They are made in bad faith.
Right.
100%
They don't
of
care
the time.
about the facts.
They do not care about
Anyway.
you. Do not spend a moment of your mental or emotional energy getting bent out of shape
Yeah.
when these people screech or they comment or they talk to you in real life, however it is you encounter these people. They're weak. They hate you.
Right.
And you need to live your life with truth and strength.
Yeah.
And it is painful. It is poisonous to these people when you enjoy living
Right.
and you make, you
Right.
create
It
things.
is, you create all you have, guys, and all you have to do to cause them tremendous psychic pain is to create a thumbnail that
Right.
says
My gay son. It's very,
It's
very
so
easy.
and it's so predictable. We do have one saying, I don't think he's seen the Blues Brothers, which is probably correct because the
hasn't
mission
seen the-
from God.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's exactly what it is,
Yeah.
dude. We're on a mission from God. We used to put
We
that
used to
clip.
have that,
Yeah, we used to
yeah.
put that clip at the beginning of all our videos until we saw the retention go whoop,
Yep, yep.
and we had to get rid
Which I
of
was
it.
very sad about.
Yeah.
It sounded really good.
It sounded really good, yeah. I don't think all people of average IQs are midwits. It's not average
not
IQ.
average,
It's
no.
slightly above average.
Right.
Just those who believe they're smarter than they actually are. Average Joes are cool in my book. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously it's not everyone with 115
Yeah, I know.
IQ, but which is a midwit thing of me to say. but
talking about chicks. Did you mean all
chicks? Yeah. I can't abstract at
Oh
all.
my God! There's a clip of Norm Macdonald on a radio show where he's talking. I don't remember what the context is exactly, but they're talking about like wealth disparity between white and black people, and he's like, well, or something else related, and he goes, well, like black people don't have as much money as white people, and they're like, you think that there's no rich black people? You think that all black people are poor? And he goes, no, like, I don't mean all.
Yeah,
He's
fuck
like,
you.
He's like, you know what I fucking mean.
Man,
I don't
asshole.
mean every single person.
Yeah.
He's like, do you think black people are richer than white people? And they're just silent for a moment. He goes, there you go.
There you go.
It's like, you're talking averages. Oh God, these people. If he read the book, he would realize how progressive and inclusive the oyster actually is. Opal, my beloved waifu. Yeah. The cannibal whore with a beard of...
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what is she?
She's the bearded one.
No. But what's her? She's the most beloved prize, the beloved jewel of the oyster. Is
Yeah,
that
she's the
something
jewel
like-
of the oyster.
That's
So,
right.
yeah, opal. Yeah, not pearl. It's very stupid and funny.
And white pills, black pills, red pills, blue pills, but they make me feel like I'm the one taking crazy pills. So anyways, nowadays, pop culture and other nerd culture like TTRPGs have definitely evolved into something that often challenges or even outright condemns everything that men of my generation and older generations were taught makes us men from a very
So why are you all taking it so personally?
No, what don't you understand that this is a good thing?
Oh my God.
Why won't you get on board?
Why are you taking it so personally when these mega corporations are making slop that explicitly condemns you to your face?
Right.
Why? I don't get it,
Yeah.
man. God.
very, very young age. And in turn, men are left with little support to help them process this fundamental shift in their reality in a healthy way. Men are simply told that they should know better and be better. And men are often told these things in a way that offers very little empathy or understanding as to where their learned behavior actually stems from. And so it's only natural for these men to then lash out in defense, to attack who
Yeah, there I am lashing out. Can't contain my anger.
In my thumbnail.
Yeah, in my thumbnail. That's not even from a thumbnail. That's deep
yeah.
in the video from when I'm role playing as an ogre tearing someone's arms off.
Yes,
in a goofy, silly video. Opal, the most beloved until Madam Vice gets a fishman. Yeah. I think he might actually be on crazy pills.
Probably.
Yeah.
who they see as their aggressor. And in the terminally online kayfabe that these men often live in, the aggressor is typically portrayed as woke women, or weak mid-witted men, who are guilty of such sins as promoting diversity, showing emotional vulnerability, and rebooting iconic video game franchises from a more mature and nuanced perspective.
Yeah, that's it. It is obviously fully decided that they're just being rebooted in a more mature perspective.
Yep.
That you obviously cannot contest that is what it is. My premise is already assumed to be true. This is what actually begging the question means, you fucking moron. The point of the video we made was to attack the premise.
Yes. And
the babies are just upset about their video games being rebooted into a more mature space.
My consumer.
You have to accept my frame from the beginning.
I know.
Like,
fuck you, dude. And it is interesting that he's making the claim that it is, there's a case to be made. It is reasonable that men are confused, you might even say lashing out, that they're being told that everything about them is evil and has been since the dawn of time. Okay, that's reasonable, but these men irrationally put the wokes and the left as the they blame them.
Yeah. When really it's their
Who
own...
is it actually?
Yeah.
Who is doing this? Or is it just that you don't have an answer and the frustrating, the unforgivable thing is that you just don't go into the suicide booth? Why aren't you willingly going into the suicide booth?
Right.
Why are you resisting?
Oh, the horror. And these are the facts that we need to face as a community. We cannot simply continue to brush this under the rug and pretend like it's not happening. There is a putrid rot festering in the gaming community, and it's time to fucking acknowledge it. And as a guy who has struggled with my own sense of identity and masculinity throughout the vast majority of my life, it really concerns me that this type of rhetoric is meeting and resonating with so many men. Because ultimately, I know that so many of these men are simply feeling scared and insecure and looking for a community that will welcome them and they feel like they can belong within. But more often than not, we've been told either by our own fathers or father figures or just society and media at large that being scared and insecure are two of the worst and least masculine things that any man could ever be. And
being scared, being emotional, being angry is the worst thing. My 1950s Leave It to Beaver dad, who never existed in that way. This caricature
who beat his wife
this
in front of me
caricature who
every
took
day.
Who killed me every night with his belt. Telling me it's evil to be emotional. Maybe we're angry because we're being told not to exist.
Right.
And that everything about us is evil and wrong and unforgivable.
And the root of every problem
that has
in
ever
the world
happened is because of this.
Right.
But Who's actually? It's not the wokes. It's
Whoa,
not the
man!
lefts.
We just blamed all of
human history
on you. Why are you getting so angry?
so mad. It's just the burden of all of humanity's sin for all time. And what's going on, big guy? Fuck you! Like you are demon possessed. You are this worldview is complete evil. It's complete darkness. It has no actual mercy.
Weak, mid-witted men like me. Not so fun when their shit gets deconstructed. Yeah. In conclusion, this guy admits to being an insecure man baby that lives in a bubble and is innately hostile towards goodness and reality. Got it.
Right.
And so rather than embracing and exploring these feelings as a natural part of the human experience, man or woman, men are often encouraged to bury them deep down and embrace the kayfabe. Just cheer for the baby face and boo for the heel, and use that rage that boils back up from within you to glorify the violent, confused.
Okay, here's another thing. I read this headline. Video gamers are having a bizarre debate over whether sending death threats to women is a serious issue. I said to myself, well, that sounds like it was written in good faith.
Yeah. yeah.
That sounds like a pretty reasonable take.
What is the context of this this headline?
I looked it up, and it was on Yahoo News back in 2014. It was about Gamergate.
Yes. An apropos point.
Yeah. These people, you said this to me, like after I brought this up, you were like, they have not moved past Gamergate.
Yes, they have had no new idea.
Yeah.
Not even a new tactic. Only get louder and more aggressive.
Right. And that worked for a while.
Yes.
And that's why they keep going
worked
back
for 10
to it, because
years.
it was this big victory for them.
Yeah.
In at least in the public space of canceling people and shutting those people down. But it was a tremendous, huge loss because it was a red pilling moment. It was actually probably the biggest red pilling moment of all time for a lot of people.
Yes.
Because people went, oh shit, they're lying about this thing that I know intimately.
Trump would not be
They're
president.
lying about everything else too.
Yeah. Trump would never have been president were it not for Gamergate. Unironically.
We just wanted to play video games, guys.
That's true. And now you tried to stop us, and we will never forgive you.
Yeah.
You'll be hunted to the ends of the earth.
Right. So this is just a very honest framing of everything here. Let me see here. Bro has trained himself to gag on sunlight.
Repercussions that ensue. It's seriously pretty
and
fucking...
it's also, this is so absurd. How long has it been since Charlie Kirk got shot in the fucking neck in public, on the internet, on TV, in front of everybody? And it's like, yeah, toxic men are sending death threats to women about video games.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue.
That's the biggest issue right now.
Yeah,
like,
fuck you, dude.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, it's not working. You're going to lose.
Confused
you already
repercussions that ensue. It's seriously...
He seems to not realize that you need fear to be brave. Bravery is going ahead in the face of fear. Meanwhile, cowardice is letting fear take over. Correct.
Pretty fucking twisted, guys. This is the type of ideology that permeates throughout our community. It resonates with men who struggle to make connections in the real world. I feel so passionate about this because I can relate, man. Like, seriously. I was a kid that grew up without a present father. I was bullied by boys and girls who called me...
Wait, what did you just say?
I couldn't tell.
He grew up without a father.
Dad. It's almost like all the accusations are confessions.
Yeah, it's almost as if every single thing that he's been accusing us of are actually just observations about himself.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
It's interesting that this plays out 100% of the time as well.
And that I could have told you this before we watched the video.
Right. And we may have. I don't know.
Men are just scared. These are insecure men that just haven't dealt with their fear and their everything, and because they grew up they grew
without
up
a dad.
Raised by TV and by video games without a dad.
That's what happened to you.
Me. No,
that's what happened to you. And you are so broken that not only have you not actually dealt with that, but you cannot imagine, you cannot envision this not being the experience of anyone else. And if someone is assertive about anything that is actually true,
Yeah.
if someone is confident, if someone is happy in any true way in which a normal human being would associate that,
Right.
it must be extracted at the expense of somebody else,
Yep.
or it must be a lie,
Yeah.
without exception.
Fat, weird, gay, and even worse things. My first job was in a comic book shop. I read Spider-Man comics, and I based my personality off of Spider-Man because I had no...
Dude,
Don't say
you
that
are
out
a,
loud.
yeah, don't tell people that. Like, come on. Like, it is a meme. That we make fun of people that you base yourself on Disney characters and
Yes.
Marvel characters. Like,
Yes.
and the meme is true,
It's
and we
sadly
know
real.
it's true, but don't
Don't
tell
do it.
people that,
Yeah.
dude.
Nobody else there to show me otherwise. I love James Bond, and I thought James Bond was the quintessential essence of what a man should be and what a woman wants a man.
He is.
Yeah, obviously.
You were right.
Right. You're again.
Yeah.
You as a child were right about everything.
Yeah, you know what? Women don't want James Bond. Women really hate it when a guy is super attractive, when he's a spy.
He's a rich spy.
He shoots people. He has rich, fast cars. He can protect her. He's charming.
He's good at literally
he's
everything.
Intelligent. Yeah, he's good at everything.
He
They
never
fucking
loses.
hate that.
Yeah.
And to be. But thousands of dollars and countless hours of therapy later, I now see that all of that stuff was just trauma, man. And I worked through it. And I've never been happier or...
First of all, no, you
was trauma.
What does that even mean to have worked through it? I know you're saying that. I know you're telling me this. It is self-evident by your face, the way your face is structured, the expressions that you are making, the words and the tone of your voice, everything about you that is not true. But you would not even be able to define for me what moving past, overcoming, moving through anything would be.
I don't punch holes in drywall anymore and scream at my girlfriend.
or more secure than I am now in my entire life. But as a bald, bearded white guy who loves playing Dungeons and Dragons, I still face and interact with so many other guys out there who haven't got there yet. And honestly, I fear that a lot of these guys probably never will. I seriously cannot tell you how many times some other dude will lean over to me and crack a racist joke because I look the way I do. Or they say something disgusting about a girl in the room. They think that because
shit that never happened.
Yes.
Nobody
has ever thought that you were cool.
Yeah, nobody has clocked you as a bro.
Yeah.
Who could like to lean over and tell you a racist joke. And again, this is like, oh yeah, they just lean over and tell me something racist. You know who would always tell me the most? The people who most often leaned over to say something racist in my ear was all of my Black and Hispanic friends.
Which is true.
Which is true.
Anybody who's ever actually been around or been friends with blacks will tell you that.
It's like, or talking about women at inappropriate times. Believe me, it's not the white guys.
Yes.
Because we know what will happen to us.
To us in particular.
But holy shit, guy. Like, oh my God. Wow, that girl is really pretty. Disgusting.
Because I look like them and I sound like them, that I must think like them too, right? Well, no, dude, I fucking don't. Anyway,
Also,
my
look,
point...
man.
No, guys, I'm one of the good ones.
Even if that were true, which it isn't.
Yeah.
For someone in the hallway of the office or at a party to say something, hey man, you know, did you hear about such and such? Yeah, that was really XYZ. And it was something you disagreed with or was off color. That you're so fucking distraught that your like voice is cracking. Like, no, man, I really fucking not
That's
okay
actually
with that.
really not
Really
cool.
not cool. Shut the fuck up.
I know.
You fucking freak, dude. Like, this is a banal non-issue.
Yeah.
This is just existence, which is far too painful for people who live this way.
Right.
I want men who are feeling insecure, who are feeling left out and angry about their situation and feeling like they're ready to just give up on everything, to hear from other men. Men that like all the same stuff that they do. Men that they can really relate to. That it is okay to want to be better. It is okay to want to change and learn from your childhood and grow. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be vulnerable. And it's okay.
Okay.
This is all fucking leftist gobbledygook.
Yeah. And here's the thing, because someone, excuse me, someone left a comment on a video a very long time ago, and I attempted to test out a new YouTube feature that they had back then, which was stupid, which is you could reply to a comment on a video with a YouTube short. And someone was like, "You really think it's not okay for guys to cry?" And I said, "Yeah, not in public. There are circumstances where you have to do that. If your dad dies or any of your friends or family, someone dies, your dog dies, your girlfriend breaks up with you, you have heartbreak, something like that. Absolutely, you got to go do that.
You do it in private.
In private, not in fucking public.
Right.
That's the point. You don't loot like, oh my God.
It is actually the case
that you should not cry in public.
Yes, because it is actually repugnant. Truly, objectively. It certainly is to women.
My God.
It also is to other men. Certainly if it's in a fully public circumstance. But part of being a man is having power and agency and being some kind of a physical embodiment of that. And when you betray yourself when you do that.
And this is the difference. Being a man is having control of your emotions, not letting them rule you. And I know that people say when you say have control over your emotions, they're saying, oh, so you mean bury it deep down, repress it, bury it, and bottle it up until it just explodes out and I freak out on everybody? No.
I know that you cannot imagine anything other than those two extremes.
Yeah.
Okay to embrace the fact that not everyone...
And public crying denotes instability.
Yes.
The correct response to this is get in the locker.
I'm no longer
still laughing that he used my comment to make an argument against the shucked oyster. Clown college shit. Yeah.
looks and sounds the way that you do, and that everyone who does look and sound the way that you do does not think exactly the same way that you do.
Again, this is complete fucking projection.
Yes.
Because you're assuming that that we think that everyone thinks like we do.
I know that is not the case.
Yeah, I know that's not true. I have known that for a very long time.
More than anything, I want you guys to look at what these immature, outdated, and insecure ideas of masculinity have told us, and question whether or not it has ever been the truth, or if you've just been living in the kayfabe. So anyway, this entire video essay boils down to two very simple yet very complicated questions. What exactly makes characters like Kratos a man? And what exactly makes a story compelling? I feel so strongly that the ability to tell stories, just like making bread or starting a fire, is what separates man from ape. Storytelling is at the core of our humanity. Stories allow us to explore ourselves and others around us in ways we otherwise never could. Stories allow us to step into the shoes that otherwise would never fit us. And sure, it may not be comfortable. It may not feel right to you. But when you step out of those shoes and back into your own, you will do so as a stronger, more well-rounded man than you were before. You'll be more comfortable in your own shoes than you were before too. And that's what makes a great story. Not the same thing that we've seen or heard 1,000 times before.
I guarantee you,
you've never heard this story before.
You've never heard this story from the shucked oyster.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
not something that confirms our own biases, that make us feel...
Also, look, this again,
confirmation bias.
This is all a bunch of fucking words,
Yeah.
and sappy sentimentality that's just strung together in a stream of consciousness.
Right.
Word salad.
Right.
This doesn't mean anything. It's incoherent with everything that he has said. And like we've been pointing out all night here, this is bad faith shit. This is also weak shit. This is what you're up against.
Right.
And it's not impressive.
Yeah. What makes one stronger is getting punched.
Justified in our actions and inspire us not to think differently, but to remain exactly the same. That's honestly just lame. That's the real midwit shit, man. And don't get me wrong, I'm no saint. Like I said in the very beginning of this video, I am very much a dude, and I love being a dude, and I have my fair share of guilty dude pleasures. I'm a sucker for crime noir and detective novels, especially books from the 60s and 70s. If there's a mostly naked femme fatale smoking a cigarette on the cover, make no mistake, I am definitely going to read that book. And I'm probably going to love it too. And that's not to say that these stories themselves are bad or anything. They're usually pretty great in my opinion. I can see why they were so successful, especially in their time. But more often than not, these stories are full of language and characterization that would never fly today. But
Yeah. And there's a reason it would never fly today, is because there has been a concerted effort to invert everything. And,
right.
Dude, you don't have to feel guilty about liking these things. You don't have to have it be a guilty pleasure. It can just be a good book.
Yes.
I am inviting you to cast off that weight and just enjoy the things that you enjoy. You can do it, and it feels awesome to not have to be fucking, doing the self-flagellation, over liking something because it doesn't fit with today's very recent, very abnormal political realignment of speech codes in the last 10 to 15 years.
Right. Anyone who is honest should understand that this is true.
Right.
Because everybody everywhere for over 99% of human history, should be given the death penalty.
Yeah.
If we were allowed to do that. For infinity crimes.
Right.
Basically.
I absolutely hate the term guilty pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
I love them all the same. I love them for what they are, but I also appreciate how far we've come. Look, I sometimes find myself fantasizing about living back in those days, like the 50s, 60s, 70s. It all seemed so much simpler back then. It would have been awesome, I think to myself. Yeah, it would be awesome. For me, but for a lot of...
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah. I promise you.
I know that you imagine yourself at the top of the social order.
You would not be Caesar.
Would still not be,
other people, for my wife, for a lot of my friends and family and colleagues and other people in my support system who aren't, straight white men, not so much. And that doesn't mean that I cannot enjoy these books. And it doesn't mean that modern stories that challenge these brooding, sexist, racist men I like to read about in my free time are a direct attack on who I am as a person either. In fact,
that's where you're wrong, kiddo.
Yeah.
I know you don't get it because you're ostensibly on their side and you have the right smell. But the second that enemy smell is detected on you,
there will be no mercy.
There will be no mercy. And there will be nothing you can say will ever be enough. And the reason that we know that is because we've lived that.
Because everybody on our side was born into the other side.
Right. Exactly. Well, that's the other thing. Yeah.
I all suffered punishment.
Right.
Men like myself should embrace themes and perspectives that we don't immediately relate with. Understanding the opposite side of the coin is an important part of any man's life. And I find that reading, watching, or playing stories is the best and most fulfilling way to do it. Men should feel proud to show emotional vulnerability. It takes way more strength to cry and say sorry than it does to lash out in anger and rage, because one requires thought, restraint, and reflection, and the other requires no thought at all whatsoever.
Are these people just from like Mirror Universe or something?
Effectively, yes. Again, this is bad faith bullshit.
Yeah.
This straw man caricature of rage or anger more broadly as just being like an abdication of consciousness, just being an animal. It takes a strength of spirit, and it takes a kind of virtue to even feel rage in the presence of evil. And the rage gives you the power if you have the courage enough, if you have the strength of character to right that wrong. That is what rage is. That is what anger is. That's what it's for. It is a right and proper emotion in the face of the ugly and in the face of the evil.
Right. Mr. Max says, my guilty pleasures are actual crimes.
But he's never been declared guilty.
Yeah. All charges were dropped. That's the important thing. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for watching the video.
I think we've
made our point.
I don't think we need to sum up here. I think we've been pretty clear where we are and what we think about this horse shit here.
Yeah.
But it was very funny.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised it took so long.
Yeah.
But
we do got to get this giveaway thing, though.
Yes.
It do be like
Joe
that.
Bring up. It do be like that, Mr. Stancil.
Wheel of Names. All right.
Here
let's
we
get
go.
this on.
Let's do it.
Go back to this one. Oh, perfect. It's already there. It's already set up. Okay. So then I need oh God, what if I click on it and it opens something else? X. Fuck you. All right, whatever.
Whatever. I don't think you could use. Was the phone assigning everything to dollars last time?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We'll find out.
We will find out.
No, I had to open the stream, I think. Chat filters.
All right.
Fan funding.
All right. How we looking?
All right.
Different denominations here. Let's see.
Yeah.
I just want to. Okay, Canadian. All right.
Disco Barbarian.
Disco Barbarian.
Okay.
Dad, online father figure. Rad Channel. Pyrella. Common J. Solid. Elf Finder General. Porch. We have Rad Channel.
Which one?
Rad Channel we have.
Yes.
Yep. We have Crub Lord.
Okay.
Poor Orc Child. Robert Santon.
Okay.
Drew Cipher.
Drew Cipher.
We have Crub Lord. K Dolo.
K Dolo.
Blind Marksman.
Andrew McGraw is a skip tonight. He said he was heading out.
Okay.
And did not want a prize.
Mayor McCheese.
A recent winner whose prize is in the mail.
Edgelord. Chubby Funster.
Chubby Funster.
If McGraw's out, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Scrolling down. Ego Era
Crublord says to take his name off. Taking
Okay.
off now. What is it?
Ego Era.
Ego Era. Okay. What we're giving away, guys, is this
Gallows Humor Games.
Gallows Humor. It's a giant fucking miniature.
Of,
the Honorable Knight.
A giant knight with a big sword and a shield.
Gallows what? Gallows Humor Games?
Yes.
Okay.
Rob McKenna.
Rob McKenna.
John Smith.
John Smith.
Delcy Keown.
Delcy Keown.
Seegers. Green.
Sieghertz. Okay. Those are $2.
Whoops. Repeats.
A lot of repeats.
Just fine. We like and appreciate
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah. Man.
Oh,
Afro Fry Cook.
Afro Fry Cook. Last
Coming
one.
in. Obviously, real strength is crying hysterically in public.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, ready to scream rigged? Here we go. Yeah, okay, just making sure I'm sharing it. Common J,
Nice.
you are the winner. Snaky.
What?
Did we not get Snaky in there?
Oh. Fuck.
Are you, well, there are a couple conditions. It's $5 or more.
And
you
US
have to be in the U.S.
in the US.
So let me see if I find you. Yeah, so you're Canadian. So unfortunately,
Canadian.
yeah, because we have to.
Sorry, dude.
We're just not shipping
Yeah.
internationally, and this one's gonna be fucking expensive to ship.
Expensive. Until you guys become the 51st state.
Yeah.
Then it'll be all golden.
So who won again? Common J.
Common J.
Common J won. All right.
Hell
So
yeah.
Common J, send me an email. Black Lodge Games RPG@gmail.com or matt@blacklodgegames.com, and we'll get that sent out to you. Got to get your name and your address.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun,
All
guys.
right, fellas.
We will we'll
See you on the next one.
soon. Yeah.